Alright, we're just gonna put this on, what, 1.5, just to speed things up. I mean, I already have notes on, like, basically everything. I did leave a gap, because I really didn't care about this section, because it was just talking about, like, Hezbollah, and how, Hasan was, like... How Hasan was fucking, what? How he was, advocating for Hezbollah and shit like that, and some other stuff about, Frogan. Oh yeah, this was the Frogan area too. Yeah, Frogan stuff too over here. But yeah. Yeah, the Frogan stuff I, like, tuned out, because I was like, yeah, I don't care about this dumb bitch. I don't care about the Jabba the Hutt. But yeah. Why am I held accountable? Maybe because you said some things that you probably shouldn't have said. I don't know. Maybe they're holding you accountable for that instead of whatever you think people are holding you accountable for.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from Twitch, Hasan.
Oh, hi there. It's me, your old friend.
Hi, Ethan.
It's been a while since we've last spoken. In that time, I've had 3 kids, all boys. I've lost 100 pounds, and I've pissed off 75% of the internet.
You pissed off a lot of people, actually.
There at the NRA meeting that's today in Texas.
So I mean, because I have the shit you said, right?
Oh, yeah, and I got a tattoo also, so I'm cool like that now. Left or right, I always thought that.
I mean, he got a tattoo of his dogs, I think.
We could all agree on. And what was that? That we love America and everything she stands for.
Here.
Mom and Dad and apple pie. Sure, there's plenty to criticize and endless things to improve, but I thought it was about making a more perfect union, not tearing it down. The thing is, there's something kind of...
Yeah, so he doesn't start talking about, like, right, his experience with Hasan and stuff till 4 minutes. Well, I think I marked it at 4 minutes, but it might be a little bit sooner. Who knows?
Scary.
I forgot.
In America. Communism. That's
America.
That's America to me. I started a show a couple of years ago with my acquaintance, Hasan Piker. You might remember him from such...
Oh yeah, so he starts it here. Okay. Now he starts it. But he, like, starts railing on... Oh, well... He doesn't start railing. He starts talking about his history with the podcast and
America
whatever.
deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it, I'm saying it. Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers in a video game. Sorry. Holy shit. That's not what I said. You dumb cracker bitch.
And of course, the Leftovers podcast, which was our show, which we made broadly to goof on the antics of the right. Now, to be clear, I knew about all these edgy and controversial jokes at the time we made the show together. Because
I'll turn down the speed, but
there was Ethan Klein being a delightful human being.
I was just gonna say, if
1.5
there's
is
another Holocaust, if they start rounding up the Jews again, I hope Ben gets...
He presents himself as someone like me, a left-leaning Democrat who supports basic things. And we went on making the show for about 2 years, and everything was good. Everyone was having fun, the audience was having fun, no problem. That was until this happened.
We were doing our regular show, and for the first time I noticed an inordinate amount of radical, hardcore leftists. I mean, I thought we were social democrats, not whatever this was. I don't hate the idea of, like, people who can be successful. I think it's good that people can achieve success in the term monetary success. I mean, that's what that means, right? I do. You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
Because I see so many people in the chat saying no.
I don't know what y'all are tripping about. Like, what the fuck do you
What is the idea that people are looking for?
You guys are all, like, radical communists? There's that many radical communists? Suck it, chat.
As soon as he said this, everyone freaked the fuck out.
Then, this happened.
This comment from Hasan really started to sound some alarms in my head.
If you're in a socialist country with multiple parties, and one of the parties is a capitalist party, which would surely exist.
Yeah.
What would you do if that party started gaining momentum?
The solution to that would always be education and offering more...
Re-education?
Re-education, certainly, yeah. There should be an enforcement mechanism, and in that enforcement mechanism, I think, like rehabilitation, which would include re-education as well.
If putting capitalists in re-education camps isn't disturbing enough,
See, I mean... My issue is they're using all these words, but they don't explain why... Right, why the re-education or the, right, what What enforcement mechanisms are you like what exactly are you talking about? Like, can you give examples? No, he just talks, right? He just throws the key words out, right? The vocabulary words, and it's just like, okay, well, that's great, but what examples are you referring to?
Or
re-education?
Re-education, certainly, yeah. There should be an enforcement mechanism, and in that enforcement mechanism, I think like rehabilitation, which would include.
Okay, well, when you say rehabilitation, what do you mean by rehabilitation? And which would include re-education. Okay, what kind of re-education are you talking about? They just say They just say vocabulary words without giving any extrapolation or explanation onto why.
Re-education as well.
If putting capitalists in re-education camps isn't disturbing enough, I started to notice that Hasan was carrying a lot of water for communist states' war crimes and genocides.
What do you call Crimea?
So basically, I don't know. I guess they wanted to create fucking concentration camps in a sense. Is what he was talking about.
Crimea, I call it
like,
a part of Russian territory, bitch. That's what I call Crimea. I call it Crimea River, a Russian river. The annexation of Crimea is absolutely a just.
That's funny because when people tell you to Crimea River, you fucking spurg out.
Justifiable annexation.
Tibet was literally a fucking feudal slave mandate, like
So
autonomous zone.
China did them a favor.
That was one. I mean, in America, when I say something like this, people get very upset. You know, we talk about the Dalai Lama saying "suck my tongue" or whatever, but like that's not far from the norm in fucking normal Tibetan existence before the communist.
What is he? I never understood the whole Dalai Lama suck my. Is that supposed to be the derogatory? Oh, that's what he means. So a year ago, the Dalai Lama said to a boy, "Suck my tongue." Apparently, for some reason. I wonder why he said that to the kid. How rude.
Then I think finally here also.
Oh. Yeah, that's a little weird. I mean, yeah, it's a little weird, but I don't know. I mean, when the French people kiss their, they do the right kiss on the cheeks thing, even if, as a greeting. It's weird, sure. I mean, it's not my culture, so I don't fucking care. Right? It's fucking Tibet. Why do I care about what Tibet does? They're not in the U.S. It's not my problem. What suck my tongue means? The video is that it's not like the popular Chinese version, but it also makes clear the boy's mother is sitting close to the Dalai Lama on stage. She was involved with organizing the event and how the boy ended up having a chance to ask for a hug. The claim is that the 87-year-old celibate religious leader was trying to diddle a boy while on stage on TV. The company of his mother. Phew. Maybe this whole episode will turn out to have a good really Chinese spies would have covered it. What? I mean, you have sometimes kids kissing their parents on the fucking lips. So it's like I don't know. And no, I mean, no, when I say kissing on the lips, I don't mean like full on like like the intimate relationship between the man man and woman, but just the family relationship, right? I don't know. People are weird sometimes. I get honestly, I think this goes to show that some people don't, right? Hasan doesn't have kids, so he doesn't understand that feeling. I mean, I don't have kids either, so I don't understand that feeling.
This party came in and
So
took over.
China unilaterally took over Tibet,
Like
these are their culture. They basically are trying to, you know, homogenize the culture.
If your culture,
they're trying to swell the religion and the identity.
the part of feudal warlords and slavery, abolishing that, yes, I do think that is good.
No, China did them a favor.
This is a good way to describe Taiwan as well. The American federal government going into the fucking South and killing, unfortunately not all of them, but a decent amount of slavers and defenders of slavery. This is violent retribution from a powerful federal government that squashed, okay?
Tibet is the South in the Civil War?
Yes.
And most disturbingly, a complete whitewashing of the Chinese genocide against their Muslim minority group, the Uyghurs.
Really? Don't they have Uyghur death camps? Is that?
It's not a death camp. They were re-education camps and.
Yeah, these Uyghur camps. Where they literally Shanghai people and then throw them in these internment camps. And then do whatever they want to them. Arbitrarily detained in China's Xinjiang region. I wonder why. Re-education camps are just one part of the government's crackdown on Uyghurs. So, I don't know what Hasan is talking about, but this seems pretty fucked up. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know why you think this is okay. Like, that's basically being fucking inhumane.
And they are no longer in operation.
Is that
according
true?
to the association?
No longer at all. Yeah, sure.
Okay. I saw this crazy documentary, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh
the
yeah, the documentary on Uyghur
narrative or
yeah,
anything about it.
I think I've seen.
But it was
that
about the.
Who was it PBS Frontline? Yeah, I think it was the Frontline stuff. Yeah, it was this stuff. When was this posted? Bigger family featured in China undercover. Yeah, 2020. How the U.S. reacted to China's treatment of Uyghurs. Muslims held in China's detention camps speak out. So you clearly have shit happening. This was back in 2020, so 5 years ago. Whoa. This is new. They changed their, Huh. They changed their UI for this. Or, yeah, well. Anyways. Detained over 1 million Uyghurs. Forms of abuse, physical violence. Sexual violence and forced genital examinations within the camps. And if these atrocities continue unchecked, they will strip 4.4 million years of life from the Uyghur community. Apparently. ABC, China's atrocity. DNI Gov, our own government. Uyghur genocide and concentrated re-education camps, Hasan. Are you gonna talk about this? No? Even the US government says this shit is happening. I literally just searched this up and here it is. Oh my god. Hasan, do you really use your fucking degrees, man? Like, what are you doing with your life? Like, what are you doing?
There was doctors in the area. They would be able to procure organs.
No,
or-
that's no.
I'm telling you, they were.
Oh,
in
no,
China.
no,
That-
no,
okay,
no.
that one is like Shen
I
Yun.
thought, no, man. No, man. No, man. Let's see. Is there any government? There's another article. Select committee of the CCP. Hasan, mind explaining why you're not doing your research properly? Hmm? I mean, you tout yourself to be a socio-political analyst, yes? Unless you're just an analyst that gets up in your gets up in your butthole, huh?
Like we
Falun
could
Gong.
get you an organ from a Uyghur. But why is that? Is that really that crazy?
The Associated Press quietly.
No, it's not crazy. The U.S. government is talking about it. There's people making content on it. You know, I don't know, man.
Fucking wrote an article that didn't get a lot of coverage in mainstream media about how, like, okay, well, you know,
Beijing 2022. Remember that Blizzard thing with the one Chinese guy? What was it, the Hong Kong protests, right? What was the Hong Kong protests? (2019, 2022). There you go. I don't know, Hasan. Why are you lying? Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
all the concentration camps have been closed now.
God.
Like all the re-education camps are closed
Why
now
the
in
fuck
fucking
you
Xinjiang, and it's like very
lying?
different vibes in Xinjiang. And now you know it's the tourism hour.
Let's see what the Associated Press actually had to say about this. These are all AP articles from the last 2 years. UK independent body reports China committed genocide in Xinjiang. China sanctioned a US research firm and 2 individuals over a report about the human rights violations in Xinjiang.
Oh no,
tourism
stop
hour.
it. Stop being reasonable, Ethan. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't help Hasan's cause, man.
China's fury. UN accuses
You
Beijing
gotta
of
stop
Uyghur
being
rights abuses.
reasonable.
Tourism hour.
Uyghur County in China has the highest prison rate in the world. 1 in 25 people is in a Chinese prison.
It's the tourism hour.
48
It's
Uyghurs
the
detained
tourists,
for
yeah,
11 years on a hunger strike to protest.
Yeah, and you don't think you're one yourself? I mean, dog, a lot of fucking game, eh?
deportation to China, where they face imprisonment or execution. Not only does this AP article seem not to exist, reading the AP proved exactly the opposite. Hasan has happily eaten up the Chinese propaganda on this and has regurgitated it to his mainstream audience. Why is he defending China's genocide of their Muslim population?
Well, I mean, it's because of what happened, right? You can't have another Blizzard fucking fuck up. I hate to say it, but if you want to do if you want to do international business with these people, you kind of have to censor yourself. That's the only way you can do business with these people. And when you censor yourself, you're censoring very key things of history.
How does this even make sense? It only makes sense if A, he's being paid, or B, he has the political complexities of a 5-year-old. I know America.
Well, I mean, he's probably just protecting his brand, right? I mean, if he wants to move out internationally, right, start an international business, so to speak, and he wants to try and get people from China to buy into his fucking, right, into his grift, he has to play ball.
But with Hasan, this does actually seem to be the beginning and the end of his
I
analysis.
mean, just look at what happened with fucking, right, Twitch in Korea. They got fucking pushed out. Oh, man. Twitch is, oof.
Two principles. Let me explain to you. Two principles that you should keep with you.
Also, it's because they keep fucking putting this guy on a goddamn pedestal, too.
Coming from a person who's Turkish, okay? When you look at a situation in the Middle East, you look at what the local government is and who the Western forces are. Never align with the Western forces. So when I look at other
I think I brought this up before, but he talks about not aligning with the Western forces. Yet you're in a Western country. you're living in a Western country and talking shit all the time. Obviously, you're gonna get fucking backlash for that. Like, what are you doing?
countries, I look at the regional actor, whoever the regional power player is, and then I look at who is backed by the Western superpowers. That's a principle that you could take home with you. If you want to actually be moral or if you want to be smart about the way you analyze other countries.
Bro, you don't even analyze correctly. You literally cherry pick for your own fucking agenda. Come on now. You don't even tell the correct story. You misrepresent half of the things.
Basic principle that you can take home with you. All of a sudden, magically, you are above on your foreign policy analysis. You're going to be better off than 90% of people that look at the situation.
After seeing all of this, I was already getting uncomfortable with our partnership. I started to wonder if I had any idea who this guy actually is.
And then, this happened.
We have breaking news out of Israel this morning where Hamas has launched a surprise attack
Okay,
within
I think I'm going
Israel's
to try and
borders
speed
overnight.
it up a
After
little
the
bit.
shock of October 7th, I noticed a huge increase of anti-Semitic comments from Hasan's stream and Discord, including from his head mod. I was disturbed that Hasan was seemingly okay with this.
Do you care that
your
chat is calling me racist? Do you make any attempt to modify?
I have not looked at my chat.
Moderate that
I
at
have
all?
not looked at my chat at all, but you
I
have
just
to
opened it, but don't you have moderators? Do you care at all about what your audience says about
There's
me?
32,000 people in here right now.
I'm just trying to tell you guys how it feels, and I'm fucking shocked that you don't care that people in your chat are saying, "Who the fuck is this child? Cold, arrogant,
Ethan, I love you, but there's only so much I can do.
How can you be surprised when your Discord is literally full of fucking?
Ethan, I love you, but there's only so much I can do if you're
I
making that argument.
I mean,
You know
yeah,
that.
to be frank, yeah, Ethan, like, keeps badgering that point, and it's like, okay, I mean, it's kind of Ethan's fault for to read the chat. I mean, he should have just not looked at the chat, right? But at the same time, it's like, Hasan breeds that, right? That's Hasan's chat. If Hasan wants to make that his chat, he will.
Me a Zionist, baby-killing genocider. Maybe it is unreasonable that I'm asking him to moderate his chat for a friend. He doesn't even know where I'm coming from because it's not something he would ever ask for.
And all these other content creators actually, you know, whipping their communities when their chat is going fucking absolutely.
Basically, he's blaming other communities for putting moderation. What? I'm confused. Also, he's not really following the TOS, right, of Twitch. He's he literally allows all these people to say some crazy shit sometimes. Like, okay.
Bananas over random dumb shit and bringing my name up for
over random dumb shit and bringing my name up for what?
No fucking reason. That you were just allowing that shit to run rampant in your chat, and I thought that was fucked up. And I love you, like there's.
So it's okay for someone. It's not okay for them to do it, but it's okay for you to do it. Rules for thee, but not for me, right? Nice, Hasan. Nice.
So much I can do, especially as someone who thought we were fucking friends. I think that's a reasonable expectation for someone who you consider to be a friend.
The problem wasn't that he was pro-Palestinian, because I share a lot of those views, and I've been a stalwart supporter of the Palestinian cause for many years. The problem with Hasan's coverage, and a lot of people like him, was their complete lack of empathy for the Jewish people who were frankly slaughtered by Hamas. He refused to show even a crumb of empathy for the Jewish victim.
Right, there's a lot of people in America who have no empathy. Right, I'm sort of one of those people. Sorry. I mean, look, given what's happened all over the years, right? There's just too many people doing stupid shit. So it's like at this point, I kind of just want to put fucking bullets in people, right? I'd rather just finally just put bullets in people, but I can't do that because it's still illegal. Now, if there was a civil war, okay, then I can maybe start putting bullets in people.
But listen to what this guy has to say.
As you might have seen, there was some sort of rave or desert party where they were having a great time until the resistance came in electrified hang gliders and took at least several dozen hipsters. But I'm sure they're doing very fine despite what the New York Post says. But nobody had seen this coming.
I mean, that's insane, right?
I don't even. Yeah. Okay. Like.
Okay.
I don't.
Just criticizing people. You don't have to comment if you're not comfortable about it.
I honestly felt at times that he and his audience barely thought of Israelis as humans.
This dude just called babies militants.
No, I understand, and there are baby settlers as well. But there are baby settlers as well. There are babies in the settlements.
Part of running defense for Hamas is downplaying the violence, specifically the sexual violence, which he's done a lot of.
Doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen on October 7th. Like that doesn't change the dynamic for me even this much. So that's the other part of this problem that many people can't contend with. Like the Palestinian resistance is not perfect. They're not like so good. They have magical bullets.
Huh?
The Palestinian resistance is not perfect. They're not like so good. They have magical bullets.
How Hamas weaponized sexual violence on October 7th. Yeah, I don't know why he's... I always found it strange how Hasan always backs up the terrorist group. Really weird. Like he's literally okay with a terrorist group going in and fucking with civilians. That's not strange at all?
The Palestinian resistance is not.
Oh, I guess I don't. I guess my moral compass is still there. I guess I don't know.
Perfect. They're not like so good. They have magical bullets. It's not.
Yeah. First male October survivor recounts rape at the hands of. Okay.
Of course, if you.
Perfect. They're not like. So
UN team finds grounds to support reports of sexual violence in Hamas. They stopped when they thought I was dead. The ordeal of Esther, raped and mutilated by Hamas terrorists. So, I mean, there's clearly a bunch of news articles coming out. So, why don't you bring up any of this, Hasan? Oh, it hurts your agenda. That's right. Okay, got it.
Magical bullets.
Got it.
Perfect.
Of course, if you compare the raw numbers, Gazans have lost a lot more than Israelis. 40,000 people have died, and neighborhoods have been completely flattened during this war. And while we should keep their plight at
Oh
the
yeah,
top of our
they're
minds at
yeah,
all
the
times, it
neighborhoods
also
in
doesn't mean that
Gaza,
we
yeah,
should
they're still fucked up. Right? It's still leveled. Right? A lot of that shit is still leveled.
should disregard the lives of the Jewish people who
Like,
are also
if you were
affected by
probably
this,
to
even
look
if
at a
their
map
suffering
at
on
it
the whole
right now,
is not as
you
great.
probably see
Some of you may
nothing
know
there.
that I'm an Israeli dual citizen. My wife is Israeli, my kids are half Israeli, and my entire in-law is Israeli. I lived there for 5 years, and I grew a closeness with the country and its people. One of the biggest issues between me, Hasan, and his community was that I am in favor of a two-state solution, while they are in favor of a one-state solution. Their theory is that after the October 7th attack, Israel should just dissolve its borders and let Hamas enter Israel unrestrained.
What do you think Israel should have done in response to October 7th?
Instead of indiscriminately bombing Gaza, I think the first thing to do in that situation would be to dismantle the government in the way that it existed.
Well, the only reason why they bombed Gaza was because the Hamas terrorists were living with citizens, right? They started right, blending in with the citizenry, right, society.
Like, get Netanyahu out of
I mean,
power.
right, terrorists are still human beings. Right? Just because they have a fucked up viewpoint on how society should be, right, doesn't dissolve their humanity, and right, they're still human.
So you're saying Israel,
even if they're despicable
You're
people.
saying in response to this terrorist attack, Israel should have dismantled their own government.
First set of actions would be to democratically take Netanyahu out of power. Yes.
The problem is that Israel's been at war with its neighbors for 70 plus years, and it makes a lot of sense that there'd be some distrust there. Is it really insane to think that Jews, as
I mean, you also have the issue with Israel and Hezbollah, right? No, who attacked the Hezbollah leader, or let me look this up. Hezbollah was recently. I forgot when. It was like 3 years ago, 2 years ago. I forgot. Or it was last year actually. Oh yeah, and there was like some fucking, right, Iran was getting into the fucking fray too. Right, the whole Middle East was getting into a fray when this shit was popping off. Oh yeah, it was Lebanese. Yeah, Lebanon. There we go. That's the one. Yeah, it was Israel, Lebanon, or the Lebanese. All right, you had Hezbollah. Or you have that whole area is fucked up. Literally, I were. Yeah, this whole area. Yeah, this whole area is like fucking PvP central, dude. Well, actually, Saudi Arabia is probably fine, right? Because of their border. But yeah, Israel, Syria, Iraq, right? They're all and this whole area is fucked. Oh yeah, Jordan too, yeah. Oh yeah, Lebanon right there, yeah. So yeah. Now we could go closer, right? Basically, this is a whole PvP area. Don't fuck with it.
minority in Israel would not be safe? After all, Israel is a country of refugees. If the Jews didn't come from Europe after the Holocaust, they came from the surrounding Arab countries that expelled them in massive amounts following the 1948 war. In fact, there was more Jews displaced than Palestinians during the Nakba. 1 million Jews. All of these surrounding Arab countries had vibrant Jewish communities in huge number, hundreds of thousands. Now, if you look at them, you're looking at close to, if not literally, 0 Jews left in these countries.
Just to give you an idea, here's a visual representation of the Jewish refugees.
Oh yeah, this one.
Refugees after 1948.
Yeah, this map is correct. You can actually find this map. Alright, basically shows...
of the Jewish refugees after 1948. Morocco.
I also wanted to clip this. Because this is good information. What the fuck? There we go. Hey,
of the Jewish refugees after 1948. Morocco had 265,000 Jews. Now it has 2,000. Algeria had 140,000. Now it has about 50. Iraq had 150,000 Jews. Now 10. And I want to give a special shout out to my boy over in Afghanistan. One known Jew. We know him. We love him. He's the one Afghan Jew.
I was gonna... let's see, yeah, this one. He's using this map, basically. So, I mean, if we were to take, right, if we were to take his map, oh, well, I can't really. Right.
They were forced to leave their homes, their lives, their property, and migrate to the only place in the world that would accept them, which was Israel. The irony of this whole situation is that after the
now it has about
countries.
Just to give you an idea.
Right there. Okay. Fuck. No. Oman. Aden. Pakistan. Iran. Iraq. I don't know why he spelled Iraq wrong here. I think he got a misspelled map. But yeah, these are the correct numbers now. Right. Oh, he's using an old map. That's why. I just noticed that. He's using a outdated map. That's why. But yeah, even if he was using an outdated map, it's kind of the same numbers, right? I mean, this increased by 100, but yeah, that doesn't matter much. This decreased by 700. Iraq is now, right, 216, estimated at 10 now. Right. Oh, wait, that's Iran. Sorry. Iran is not, right, it's estimated at 9,800. It's now 9,100 now. Right, so it hasn't changed that much, but they did update the map a little bit. Was he using this one? The Reddit one? Yeah, he was using the Reddit one. Okay. Why is he getting his... Yeah, I don't know why people use Reddit as, like, a source. I mean, it's one thing to, like, actually, read the comments of people. But it's another thing to, like, get your your educational information from Reddit. It's like, what do you do?
Idea. Here's a visual.
I mean, sure, you can you can get a boots on the ground opinion, but is that opinion correct? You don't know if that person's credible. So how do you know they're speaking the truth, right?
Refugees
so you do have to kind of like kind of have to like analyze it a little bit. Is this person saying truthful things or is he fucking lying? That's why I don't like Reddit. That's why I don't use Reddit. I never use Reddit for fucking any information.
265,000 Jews. Now it has 2,000. Algeria had 140,000. Now it has about 50. Iraq had 150,000 Jews. Now 10. And
I feel like the people who use Reddit and like write all these other fucking weird off-brand social media platforms for like their news is like, Jesus Christ. You guys are cooked.
My boy over in Afghanistan.
I mean, it's fun to get like memes and shit, but get like actual news.
Known Jew. We know him. We love him. He's the one Afghan Jew.
They were forced to leave their homes, their lives, their property, and migrate to the only place in the world that would accept them, which was Israel. The irony of this whole situation is that after the 1948 war, when Israel won the war to declare its independence, the Arab countries got super anti-Semitic against their own Jewish citizenry that had nothing to do with Israel. And as a result, they kicked them all out, 1 million plus of them, and forced them to go the one place they hated the most, Israel. And now those same people that forced them out of their homes are telling them they don't belong there. So if the Jews of Israel are surrounded by Islamic militant terrorist groups that have stated their goal is to annihilate Israel as a Jewish state, and considering the historical context of Jews being pogromed from Arab countries, is it really that crazy for them to not feel safe as an ethnic minority, even a little bit?
And that's pretty much the entirety of our disagreement. Despite what you've read on TikTok and Twitter, I've donated $6,500 to a Palestinian charity after the war started.
Hey, Ethan Klein, thank you for the dono. Ethan Klein gave $6,500. My goat. Thank you, Ethan.
Condemned Netanyahu as a war criminal. They're led by Netanyahu, who should resign in disgrace and go to prison for being a war criminal. Called the West Bank settlements an abomination. Settlers in the West Bank are religious zealots. They're monsters. They're genocidal. I've even said the West Bank settlers are valid military targets. When you talk about like colonial settlers and stuff, like that's what's actually happening in the West Bank right now. And these people are more or less valid military targets, in my opinion. My only crime is wanting a two-state solution instead of one, and thinking it's not okay to kill Israeli civilians.
Oh,
that's
God,
it.
there's
That's why they're calling me a Nazi. And because of Hasan and others spreading this malicious lie about my beliefs, I'm even getting harassed on the street.
So how come you don't like Palestine?
I like Palestine.
No, you don't.
Why do you say that?
Because, bro, you're... wasn't she in the IDF?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
Mandatory service.
That's sad. That's terrorism, bro.
She was born there.
That's sad. Feel bad for you. Ethan Klein, bro, you're...
The fact that you have someone coming up to you and being you're a terrorist because you have mandatory military service for a country you don't agree, like, really, dude? What are you doing with your life? Like, I bet Hasan would do this shit too.
Bro, you're ugly as shit. You look like a rapist. You look like a fucking rapist, Ethan. Feel bad for you guys. Ethan Klein, bro, you're
Oh yeah, the fedora guy, yeah. Yeah, this guy was weird.
I'm tired of all these coward Americans in the South trying to act like they're so tough. Oh, I'm American. Oh, you don't even run your own country. You don't run your own country, bro. You don't run your own country. A foreign country named Israel runs your country. Oh my God, bro, I love you, Hasan. Can I give you a hug, bro?
I'm so sweet, bro.
I love you, bro.
I'm so sweet.
I love you.
This is gonna make for a good fucking. Oh no, you gotta. Oh shit, no. Oh, there we go. Got him.
I have to. You're like my. You're my hero. Bro, you're the coolest guy. Hold on, I think I look gay now.
Okay.
No, I look gay. You look gay. Do I look gay at that? Oh man. You're real close to him, man. I gotta get another one. This is too good. Wait, did I save the other one? Hold on, let me make sure if I. Did I save the other one? Oh no, not yet. Just save this one. Oh shit. I'm an asshole. I mean, he kind of deserves it though. Okay. So fucking dumbass.
Okay. The funny thing about me, I don't like terrorism, and I don't like terrorists. If they're Jews, Christians, Muslims, they're all bad. What is terrorism? It's intentionally targeting civilian population for political goals.
Yep.
I don't like it. None of it. And over time, I started to learn that
Yeah,
my co-host,
whether it's through whether it's
terrorists.
through violence, whether it's through strong arming, whether it's through military exercises, is all fucking bad, dude. It's all bad. Basically, forced indoctrination, right? You're being indoctrinated. And if you don't follow the rules, they'll fucking kill you.
I know. Are you being serious? Dog, what do you look? You think I made this? I know they're singing, but I'm seeing this guns and shit. This isn't a music video, Hasan. They're taking over these ships. They started targeting the ships.
People on this helicopter right now?
Yes, they're streaming this. Yeah, they're flexing.
What? And they're coming in hot with guns.
Yeah, but you have to understand, this is a deterrent. We think the Houthis, Ansar Allah, is doing what Luffy would do. You should tell them that.
Hezbollah is a paramilitary organization.
Do we like them or no?
I don't have an issue with them, let's just say. But they are a terrorist organization. Like they're designated. They are designated by the American state as a terrorist organization.
I do not like them then.
Well,
he is regarded as a pretty brilliant a person in terms of like everything that he's done.
Then I saw clips like this where Hasan is explaining how he's hiding his...
Nasrallah is a known terrorist leader. Well, the U.S. has signified that he is a terrorist, or he's been tagged, if you will.
Power level to funnel in normies into radicalization.
I think that in the short term, in order to combat against that, you have to advocate for a much lighter form of propaganda. You want America, in the way that I feel about it, and if you want America to get out of the way for places with more revolutionary potential to do what they would normally do, I think that, one thing you have to do is
basically Hasan wants these places to do like revolutionary uprisings. The terrorist side, at least.
A lighter form, while simultaneously still doing agitated propaganda that goes beyond, social democratic idea.
I just wanted to put emphasis on the exact point of the so-called radicalization funnel, where, for example, Hasan and JT catch them while they're young, as they say, and then they start looking into this new idea, etc., and then move forwards through the funnel, get more and more informed, get more and more radicalized. Now, you do your part in the funnel for the cause, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You're doing, in my modest opinion, a great thing for the cause.
Now listen to Hasan during our very first conversation.
Literally had some dude gassing him up about how he's doing the great work for propagandists. What the fuck? You literally have people reinforcing this bullshit to Hasan, and then Hasan just eats it up. And then Hasan gets all fucking mad that people are just railing on it. I mean, hey man, this is what you wanted, right?
Lie to me about how he's a social democrat to hide his power level.
We should move towards a Sweden-style economy or a Norway-style economy, which would be a social democracy.
You have
Sweden. Well, he says that, but Sweden and Norway's style social democracy. Wait, he calls them... What? I'm confused. They summarize the social democratic model as being based on the principle of universalism. Oh, the universal basic income and stuff like that. What? Why doesn't he just say, like, universal based income and... Why doesn't he just say the main point? I don't... Like, when he uses the umbrella term, that doesn't really help. Okay, yeah, you got the umbrella term, but you're not gonna scope it down. You're just that's all you're gonna say. You're not gonna. You're just gonna. That's it.
have to advocate for a much lighter form of propaganda
with robust social safety nets.
Cold radicalization funnel, catch them while they're young, as they say.
and protections for workers, like higher unionization rates.
A lighter form, while simultaneously still doing agitated propaganda that goes beyond social democratic ideas.
Proclaimed it loud.
I like how he keeps bringing up the fucking propaganda shit. Because it's like, yeah, Hasan literally is a propagandist. Yeah, he keeps saying it. Calls himself a propagandist. Advocates that he's a propagandist. Probably is a propagandist. I don't know.
Loudly that he is a self-described propagandist.
I'm a propagandist. Well, no, I'm not calling
Oh yeah. When he went on to Pierce Morgan.
just saying.
And he literally went on to Pierce Morgan. Yeah, he's about to say it now.
I am. Okay, well then I'm saying I am. I just
Before
want to
you
play it.
A propagandist is much more than someone with a bias. It's someone who knowingly lies to further their political agenda.
Yes, right. He's basically a useful idiot, right? Purposefully being a useful idiot.
And then I had a terrifying vision. Had I been duped? Was Hasan presenting a Trojan horse to my community, where he was just a left-leaning Democrat like
Well, yeah, I think the other issue with how H3h3 went about this is, I think he tried to be friends with them, and it's just like, look, I mean, if he doesn't want to be friends with you, I mean, it's probably time to cut ties, right? He's literally disparaging the fuck out of you. He literally has his chat do it on purpose, right? It's like, why do you keep talking to someone who obviously is, right, trying to, I guess, do harm to you in a sense, right? All right, well, I wouldn't call it. He's not cyberbullying you or anything like that. I mean, he does have, right, some of these chatters in Hasan's stream probably go, right, they probably watch his stream to hate watch and stuff like that, and they say some fucked up shit, so that's why he brings it up sometimes. But it's like, yeah, I mean, that's the internet, dude. I don't know what you want. You said some fucked up shit yourself, and then, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. These people who go on the I don't know if H3h3 has any like health issue, right? Mental health issues or anything like that, right? Disabilities or anything like that. It does seem like he does have like a tic or something, right? I don't know if he's autistic or anything, but yeah, I think he tries to be way too sympathetic and empathetic to Hasan, when Hasan is obviously being, right, passive aggressive to him. So it's yeah, I don't know why he does this to himself. I just don't. I don't know why people do this to themselves. The person clearly doesn't like you. He's clearly saying, right, obviously bad things about you behind your back too. It's like, why do you keep talking to him if he literally keeps making it known that he doesn't like you?
myself, and as he said in the previous video, was funneling them into radicalization and turning them against me.
Liberals are some of the easiest to manipulate people on the fucking planet, dude.
I learned how much he hates liberals.
Yeah, and then he said that.
I hate liberals,
like,
dude.
okay.
I do. I hate them. I hate them so viciously.
Did he secretly despise me this whole time?
I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, he hates liberals. He hates landlords. He hates really rich, like wealthy women, white women, to be exact. I don't know why. He hates the Jews, right? He advocates for terrorism. Like I don't know what more do you want.
I hate liberals so much.
Did this man sit next to me for 2 years and pretend to be my friend?
Dude, liberals are
He literally goes on stream every day to disparage people, right? Disparage Israel, right? To push his agenda, right? Literally disparaging groups of people. It's like, okay, dude.
Fucking idiots. Liberals are incredibly stupid and hate these petulant liberals, dumb fucking liberals.
What else is someone this sociopathic capable of?
Liberals are some of the easiest to manipulate people on the fucking planet, dude.
Was I being manipulated this whole time?
That was my fear anyway. Regardless of his true beliefs, that broke my trust in him, and I pretty much ended the show immediately. And I felt guilty for my participation in mainstreaming Hasan. And for that, I apologize. I should have done more research, and I should have looked more deeply into who I was getting in bed with before they gave me chlamydia. Sorry, Hila. Over the past year since the show ended, I continue to watch Hasan platform,
Chlamydia joke.
promote, and propagandize terrorist organizations. And every time it happened on Twitch, I would say, man, this time surely he went too far, and someone's got to do something. But as the time went on...
No, yeah. If no one reported it, well, I mean, they probably did get reports. But at the same time, I don't think Twitch cares. Right? Because, I mean... do I still have those pictures? Because the trust and safety team on Twitch is made by this bitch. Right? It's made by this racist piece of shit. Yeah, that's fun. So, I mean, you already have some people in the company who are already kind of like, here. Jesus. Can you even call yourself a human being anymore? There was another one. I don't know if I have it. Several top devs from have formed a new studio called Rebel Wolves. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Rebel Wolves is the game that sorry, sidetracked. What is this one? Oh yeah, yeah, this is the right when they banned services for people of Israel, right? Yeah, Twitch forgot about this when they did that. Hey Hasan, you're gonna talk about how Twitch did this? Remember this shit? They even got community noted. Oh yeah, there's this. I don't know why Alex Jones is up there. I guess because he's a conspiracy theorist with all these other guys too. So that's probably why he's up there. This was also from this. I think it's later in the video. But yeah. Do I have that other? God damn, Frogan, calm down. Oh, right here. As a trust and safety professional with a decade of experience in policy development and responsible technology. Right, she is the lady that got here. Same person, it's just the camera lighting and lipstick change. But they're essentially the same person. Yeah, this is Hasan's role model right here, Greta Thunberg.
Nothing happened, and his views got more and more radical and more disturbing. I feel it's my obligation, after mainstreaming someone like Hasan, to take this on. And so it was war. Nuclear war.
I stand before you following the footsteps of intellectual giants as nothing but a simple man.
Now,
a simple man who understands right from wrong.
Yeah, you're an important, influential voice for a lot of people.
I'm an idiot, I'm a dumb bimbo, I don't know what I'm talking about. I've got no idea. It's not. As a matter of fact, I seek it out because I make content of it. I think it's funny and fun.
He makes content out of being called a retard.
Thank you to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video. ExpressVPN is an app that lets you change your location. Let's see what you can do with this power. You can sign up for Netflix from a different country.
God damn it,
It was
Ethan.
$14.
You would put an
It's now
ad.
$30.66.
That's fucked up.
Okay, but even gets better than that. Netflix and all the streaming
Gotta
apps
make
have
that
different
money,
catalogs for each region. So let's say, for example, I want to watch some Dragon Ball Z Broly, but it's not available in the USA. Psych! All you need to do is switch locations to Canada, refresh, and boom, that easy and fast. Dragon Ball Z time. I use these websites to help find whatever shows I'm looking for. You can type in the show you want, and it'll show you which region to connect to. The amount of content I have access to is insane. It's super easy to use. It's an app you connect to, and then you pick which country you want to connect to. It's that easy. So what are you waiting for? Go to expressvpn.com/h3h3 for
Yes,
free
yes,
months,
yes. Your
or scan the QR code
ExpressVPN.
or link in the
Yes,
description.
yes,
Thank you
yes.
so much to ExpressVPN. And now back to our program. Meanwhile, at Twitch HQ, the marketing team is strategizing on a new advertising vertical.
My friends at Twitch headquarters, the executives, the influencers, Hasan, nice to see you, Frogan, front row. I am here to present to you an extraordinarily exciting opportunity. We have not
Oh
had
yeah.
this market yet.
So he's going. I think he's going to go into the whole TwitchCon stuff and Rising Star. Yeah, Frogan Rising Star shit. Yeah, that was so stupid. I don't know why Twitch did that. Yeah, I don't know what Twitch is doing anymore. To be honest, they have failed as a company. To be honest, they have failed. Given how much money they lost, and then how they got kicked out of Korea, and then they're getting all the backlash right now with all this shit. Right. You got the OnlyFans content creators storming the platform, right? You got these political asshats who are bringing bad press to the fucking platform, right? You got senators. Well, you had one senator, and maybe the Anti-Defamation League coming into the fray. It's like, holy shit, man. There's a lot of red flags coming up on Twitch right now. And then you had the VTuber bull crap that's going on Twitch, where they're just tagging tagging some VTubers and not tagging others. It's really weird. Right? It's the moderation team is all over the fucking place.
Don't panic, okay? Because you're gonna want to panic when I tell you, but listen and learn.
And how they run their company? Yeah, I don't know anymore. How they run their business as a whole nowadays is fucking awful. Just totally awful.
Terrorism.
I don't even think they know what they're doing anymore.
Twitch is perfect. You could broadcast it straight into the veins of 18 to 35-year-old men. So here's what I'm suggesting. Hasan, Piker.
I think they've been
right.
I think they've been so high up the corporate ladder with no opposition, right? With no competition. Right. Well, I mean, I guess you have competition now with like Kick and I guess YouTube streaming, but at the same time, Twitch is still, I think, the dominant platform probably in terms of streaming. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, there's barely any competition, and then right, that it just allows Twitch to become shit over time. Right, the quality control of Twitch nowadays is just, it's bad. Right. It's bad.
No, you. Give it up for Hasan Piker, everybody. Happy birthday, buddy. This dude can package anti-Semitism and anti-Americanism like nobody else. In fact, you guys got him on the front page. And he's doing terrorism for free.
Yeah.
Basically, gentlemen and gentleladies, Frogan.
Oh yeah, he's gonna go into
Girl,
the
you look
whole
good.
Yemen stuff too.
That was good. How much we get for that? You got 10 million from Qatar for that?
The terrorist
That's what I'm
kid.
talking about. I'm talking about Twitch. Here's the thing. With help from people like Hasan, terrorism is like in the eyes of the beholder, right? They're not
Yes.
terrorists. They're... Go ahead. Go ahead. He knows. Freedom fighters, guys. We are fighting for freedom. What about the rapes and the murders? Don't mention that. What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
And
you
another
can't
one.
mention
The resistance is
you
not
can't
perfect.
mention anything that's going to break the agenda. No, you can't. You can't do that. It's not cool, man. You can't throw a wrench in my agenda.
Right? Go crack some eggs, man. Hasan, you know socialism didn't buy you that car.
If I knew that this is what communism would be in 2024, I would not.
Yeah, I always found that weird too. Some content creators like rent their fucking cars sometimes. It's like, what? What are you doing? Why are you renting this car? Why? Is it just to look cool? What the fuck is wrong with you? You literally spent that much money to look cool? Yikes. Fucking
Of course,
yikes.
is the symbol of the capitalist excess. What the fuck is he thinking? You guys actually believe this idiot is a socialist? Forget the religion. Hasan is the opiate of the masses. Straight to the gulag for anyone soft to this idiot.
Straight to the gulag.
Or that designer dog?
This breed's stunning fluffy coat comes with a price. Chow Chows shed
fuck
all
no.
your-
Very cute, by the way, but those are expensive. The point is, we have the biggest political streamer on our platform that is influencing media and influencing young kids everywhere. If we can normalize terrorism,
Jesus.
if we could rebrand.
Oh no. Oh no. He's putting up Frogan up there. Man, there's a lot of good pictures to get from this. Shit. I don't know why, but there's a lot of good pictures to get.
Then fuck the U.S. Navy. You know how much those guys don't pay shit. You see the Army ads on Twitch? The Army is fucking broke, dude. I'll tell you who loves America more. The Army, Qatar. Well, I don't know if love's the right word, but they're paying more. Good CPMs coming out of Qatar. Well, you kids love anime, right?
Well, I mean, you have Saudi Arabia and a lot of, right? You have a lot of these countries who are now investing, right? Right. Some of them are starting to change their policies and laws and stuff like that. It's interesting. Right. Some of them are trying to become more democratic in a sense. Yeah. I mean, there is still some pushback because, right, you can't change these countries in a snap of in a snap of your finger. Right, it's gonna have to happen over time, slowly.
Can't get enough of it. I mean, look at what we've already done with Hasan. You're the fucking man, dude.
All right, you're the
Happy birthday again, man. No, we got a big party for you after.
God damn it! I have to get this one too. This is way too good. This Dan Clancy one's too good. God damn. Fuck. Oh, let me read it. Oh man, he's doing Dan Clancy dirty. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have some issues with Dan Clancy, but I don't know how I feel about Dan Clancy right now. Cause it's like he is trying to help the platform, but at the same time, it's like it's like he has his own self-interest and agenda too. Right? So it's hard to tell if he's actually helping the platform or he's just doing it because he doesn't want his company to fail, right? Or right, since he's in charge of it.
No, don't do it. Let's wait, because we got a big party and a cake and everything for you after in the back. The prostitutes too. Don't tell anyone. Look what we've done already.
God damn, he talked about the brothel shit.
I mean, who are you kidding? This guy's a fucking terrorist. He literally wants to kill Jews and put their heads.
Right, Tim Houthi. Rashad al-Haddad, yeah.
On pikes. And somehow, not somehow, because of his genius, we have rebranded the Houthi fucking pirates, the Houthi terrorist organization. Yeah, the Islamic fundamentalists. Death to America.
Yeah, yeah. The U.S. finally signifying that they're fucking terrorists is, well, that's a thing.
On the Jews. That's right. That's the Jolly Roger of this man here. None other than Monkey D. Luffy. So let's get out there, guys. And let's make 2025 our biggest.
God damn it.
Luffy.
I have to fucking. I'm sorry. I'm like pausing and taking pictures and shit because it's funny. This is on like a fucking retard right here. I mean, he did it on purpose, but it's.
So let's get out there, guys, and let's make 2025 our biggest year, guys. Come on, guys. The resistance isn't perfect. The resistance isn't perfect. Yeah, let's get them. If you want to know where on the political spectrum Hasan sits, take a look at a recent media analysis by Ad Fonte, which rated Hasan.
Oh yeah, yeah. You brought up this one. I think this one hurt his fucking ego a bit. They literally out of everyone. Wait. I mean, I guess he's better than Tucker. That's something, right? Uh-oh. He's on the same field as InfoWars. Uh-oh, I don't think he likes that much. Oh shit. Alright, I have to take a picture of this. This one's funny as fuck too. Because it shows how fucking weak Hasan is compared to everyone else.
Untrustworthy media source on the internet. And to give you an idea, he is opposite of InfoWars.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you that Hasan loves all terrorists, but what I will say is that there isn't many he don't like. Let's start with our good friend Luffy here and his organization, the Houthis.
And yes, this is what it looks like. They are hiling Hitler.
The Houthis are an Islamic military group. They're known for their cruel measures, forcibly recruiting
yes,
child
they
soldiers,
are.
shelling
Yeah,
civilians.
you literally have terrorists hiling Hitler here, but then you go after Elon Musk. Like, what? Really, guys? Is that really how you pick your priorities? Is that really how you pick your fights? Really? Is that the hill you're really going to die on? Okay.
That's what it looks like. They are hiling Hitler. The Houthis are an Islamic
I
military
don't know why,
group. They're
but
known for their cruel
okay.
measures, forcibly recruiting child soldiers, shelling civilians.
Oh yeah. Like I said. You don't think there's children soldiers? Here you go. What do you think is happening in America right now? You got teens fucking stabbing each other. You got teens able to get into guns and fucking accidentally shoot people. You got teens getting into drugs, right? Whippets and smoking cigarettes and blah, blah, blah. You got teens getting into gang-related issues, right? You got teens getting into stabbings. So what's different from any of this child soldier shit? Right?
Recruiting child soldiers, shelling civilian areas.
I mean, this one's a bit more, I mean, at least they're learning.
Already famine-ruined parts
Yes,
of
I don't think. Even though they're going to be used for fucking war resources.
Feels virtually worthless. Women have virtually no rights, and homosexuality, of course, is punishable by death. That lines up with leftist values. Now, just how little rights do women in the
Pretty
Houthis Yemen
much.
have? Well, according to this, there's been 1,181 violations committed by Houthi rebels against women, including torture, rape, and murder. So, not great. The Houthis have a very rape. Sexuality, of course, is punishable by death.
13 sentenced to death for homosexuality in Yemen. Oh, wasn't Hasan talking about... No, these guys are more open to LGBTQ plus people. No, it's okay. They're okay with it. Really? Oh shit, I'm blocking it. Really? Are they really okay with it? I don't know. Seems to me they don't like homosexuality or people of the LGBTQ. I don't know. It's really hard to believe. Hasan, are you gonna protect your statements? Like, literally, you can find all of these articles, like news articles, whether it's regardless if it's BBC or not. There's literally tons and tons of articles on this shit.
That lines up with leftist values. Now, just how little rights do women in the Houthis Yemen have? Well, according to this, there's been
I mean, if
1,181
Hasan actually like did his research and not like tried to spin an agenda, I mean, he can still spin his agenda, right? Look, all I'm asking is for you to fairly tell the points of views from each side, and then you can spin your agenda, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But the way Hasan does it is he just misrepresents half of the story. It's just like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Violations committed by Houthi rebels against women, including torture.
You literally
rape,
have
and so
you literally have content creators misrepresenting half of the story sometimes just to fulfill an agenda to get some fucking quick money. Holy shit, you guys are cooked.
The Houthis have a
Fucking
very wholesome
Christ.
flag, as you can see here. It says, translated, Allah Akbar, death to America, death to Israel, and a curse upon the Jews. And that's all of them, not just the ones in Israel. And of course, victory to Islam. I get amused when these terrorists are like, we hate Jews, we want to kill Jews. And then people like Hasan are like, you're fucking racist for saying that they just want to kill Jews and that they're terrorists, man.
What you meant to say is Hezbollah is Muslim.
You're not thinking deep enough about this topic.
My criticism of the Houthi slogan, do not factor in to
What does Hezbollah being Muslim have to do with anything? What the fuck are you talking? They are causing issues in Israel. They're literally trying to kill people in Israel. What? I don't get. What? So are we just condoning murder? Like what is going on? Are we just condoning? Like, is this really what you want, Hasan? Do you really want war efforts? Right. If you want war efforts, then go draft yourself. I don't like what. Go volunteer. Like what? Oh wait, you just don't want your hands to get dirty, right? Even though you're already advocating for it. Like, okay, dude.
what they are doing. Of course, it is anti-Semitic, but contextualizing it matters. Yeah, it's really interesting because like,
oh, dude. I mean, if you don't want you to get your hands dirty, I can do it for you. I can get my hands dirty. I can put I can put a plug in you. I'm sorry.
That is such Western
I
focused
shouldn't be
propaganda.
just saying
Like for a
that
Palestinian
shit.
to arrive at anti-Semitic opinions, okay, they don't need to read Mein Kampf.
Oh, I almost forgot the most fun one. They brought back slavery.
We think the Houthis, Ansar Allah, is doing what Luffy would do.
That lines up with leftist values. So
What Luffy would do.
clearly the bad guys. So my question is, how
Yeah, I like how he's. I mean, come on, what are we doing here? We all know what Hasan's trying to do. He's literally saying, yeah, it's okay to be a pirate and to be a terrorist on the seven seas. Literally. He's literally advocating for terrorists to attack civilian supply vessels, right? Shipment vessels, and then take over them, and then maybe hostage takeover, right?
How does Hasan cover such a genocidal, violent, misogynistic, homophobic, terroristic organization?
Oh, you want to see a Houthi musical? Sure. These were the people that the Saudis were killing, by the way. Just so you know, these fucking musically gifted individuals.
Yeah. Camp Saudi is my dad. I'm so confused.
That was the Saudi Arabian prince.
That's right, my friend. Hasan just played straight-up terrorist propaganda without even being there to analyze it. Surely this must be against terms of service. Twitch does not allow content that depicts, glorifies, encourages, or supports.
Yeah, Twitch is supposed to enforce this, but they don't. It's the same thing with how with the VTuber thing, right? They arbitrarily, right? It's an arbitrary thing that they do. It's just if whatever they're feeling today, literally, it's whatever they're feeling today. Oh, they're gonna get you, right? I think it's if there's enough reports, they'll fucking cut you, right? If there's enough backlash, they'll ban you.
Terrorism or violent extremist actors. For example, displaying or linking terrorist or extremist propaganda even for the purpose of denouncing such content. Denouncing? Okay, but what's the rule for endorsing it? Is that okay? The answer is yes, as Hasan was never punished for this blatant violation of Twitch community guidelines. Got it. So denouncing terrorism is bad. Don't do that. Endorsing terrorism is good.
So denouncing terrorism is bad, right? Given what's been happening here and what's been happening with the Hasan, right?
Is bad. Don't do that. Endorsing terrorism is good. Okay, got it, Twitch.
Endorsing terrorism is good. That's what he said, right? That's what Twitch is saying, right? Endorsing terrorism is good.
This is a 3-minute video of. What do you mean a music video? When you say music video, I'm expecting like bags out, but Chris Brown dancing. You know.
No. They do like
What
they
is
do
this?
musicals. They're very musical people.
Are you being serious?
Dog, what? Look, you think I made this?
I know there's.
Yeah, the fact that I don't know why Nick is so fucking brain rotted here. He's obviously showing you this on purpose. Like, what are you doing with your life? Read the fucking room, dude.
They're singing, but I'm seeing his guns and shit. This isn't a music video, Hasan.
No, it is. They do musicals about. Like,
Yeah, see, this guy's too pure. Like, he doesn't understand the criminal mindset. He doesn't understand propagandists. He doesn't understand educated terrorists. Right? He doesn't understand this aspect of life. That's unfortunate for people. Because you literally have these people walking around you all the fucking time, and you're just being blatantly oblivious to it.
like they're fucking like their actions all the time.
But okay, that's fine. If you want to be blatantly oblivious to what's happening at Twitch and what's happening around you, that's fine. Hey, if you want to play that game, go ahead.
Instead of terrorist propaganda, let's call it.
But right, if something happens, don't cry wolf, right?
Musicals.
They do musicals.
Hey, you should have thought about that earlier, right? Right, even Ethan is paying for it. Right, Ethan is paying for all of this shit. He's the one who platformed Hasan. He's the one who did all this shit. So obviously, Ethan is partly to blame for all the shit that's been happening.
Musical people.
Are you being serious?
Guys, let's just use our brains. Fiddler on the Roof, Wicked, Alexander Hamilton, man. There's no reason we can't put these Houthis on Broadway.
Well, they go, listen, you want to fucking bring a ship through here?
I like how he brought in Hamilton. Like, what are you bringing in a president for?
We're gonna take it. So that's exactly what the Houthis start doing. They start fucking sending in helicopters onto fucking ships. Bro, they fucking, look at this. They got the Palestinian flag that they painted under the helicopter, the Yemen flag. They fucking overtake. They start overtaking the ship.
I find this so funny that he hasn't, picked up the fucking social cues. Like, I don't know if he's well, then again, he's just, he's just an observer. Fucking Nick.
Ships. And they're like, guess what, dog? No more trade to Israel. If you are sending ships into Israel, if you are owned by an Israeli subsidiary, if you're owned by an Israeli corporation, we're going to take over your ship. You cannot fucking use this trade route anymore. Guess what, bitch? It's our fucking territorial boundary, and we're going to enforce this until you stop doing genocide in Gaza.
So let's review his claims. His first claim is that the boat is headed for Israel. It's not.
Notice how he said genocide in Gaza right there. Hijacking in 2023. On November 19, 2023, Galaxy Leader was in Balast on a journey from Corfez, Turkey to Pipava, India, when it was hijacked by the Houthis in the Red Sea near the Yemeni port city of Hodeidah. We actually, this is what we saw on national news, right? The U.S. was, right, all the basically U.S. news places like CNN. I think CNN was the one that aired this. But yes, they aired this literal video. Houthis have engaged a series of attacks on commercial shipping in the Red Sea, which was impacted the global container shipping and marine insurance industry.
Going from Turkey to India. Next claim is that it's owned by an Israeli company. It's not. It's being chartered by a Japanese company, and the boat's owners are registered in the...
So Hasan says it's from an Israeli company, right? But the ship is registered... see here, the ship was chartered by the Japanese, right? It was registered to the Japanese. So it's a Japanese ship. Which is also as NYK, But Hasan said, hey, it's an Israeli ship that we're taking over. It's like, dude, what are you nice way to be a fucking asshole. This is why nobody likes you. Well, I mean, people still like you, but they haven't read into your bullshit.
in the Isle of Man. I'd like to remind everybody that the crew that's kidnapped in this video has been missing for over a year now with zero updates on their health, whereabouts, or anything. That lines up with leftist values. Hasan's third claim is that this attack happened in their territorial waters, which is also a lie. It happened in international waters.
Yeah.
Hasan is lying for the Houthis like he's being paid. And honestly, at this point, is he?
I'm a propagandist. But no, for the record.
I mean, that's a leap to make. Is he being paid to, right, promote terrorism? I mean, if these countries are willing to do that, it's a possibility. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that, right? It is a possibility. Just look at what our government was doing with content creators, right? So it is a very possibility.
No, I'm not talking about
this is like a hostile. They're streaming this?
Yeah, they're flexing.
What? And they're coming in hot with guns.
Yeah, but you have to understand, this is a deterrent. Israeli society is going to start getting upset. They're going to be like, I can't get my treats. I can't get my Amazon Prime deliveries. What the fuck is going on? I hate this. Israel sucks. I'm leaving Israel. That's the goal.
I find it disturbing that Hasan thinks that...
I'm leaving Israel. That's the goal. So, okay. So, what happens when everyone leaves Israel? Right, you have Hamas and Hezbollah take it over, and it becomes a terroristic occupation. Like, what are we doing here? Are you promoting this, Hasan? What is wrong with you?
Slowdown of imports is going to cause Jews to...
I mean, whoever's friends with Hasan, you're basically promoting a fucking terrorist dude. Or, well, I wouldn't say a terrorist, but a propagandist, right?
Flee Israel.
Like, your friend here literally wants America and all of its allies to burn. Like what are you guys doing?
80% of Israelis were born there and do not have citizenship anywhere else. So where do you want them to go?
Is that really what you want, Twitch? You want America to burn? I mean, you'd be out of a fucking job, too. So if America were to go bye-bye, that's goodbye Twitch and everyone. Yeah, so I don't know why you want to promote that, Twitch.
To the Arab countries they were forced out of.
The expulsion of Jews from Arab countries and Iran, an untold story. Untold history. Yeah, I already knew about this, to be honest. I mean, I read a lot of history, so it's like, yeah. I mean, when you read a lot of history, you do delve into what some of these other countries do. Right, you do look at some of these other people's laws and, right, cultures and beliefs. There's a reason for that. There's a reason why you get an education to learn stuff, right? Is that not why?
Israel sucks. I'm leaving Israel. That's the goal.
Well, come on, use that little thing. Do you have that little thing in your head that tells you to do stuff? You know.
This is despite the fact that 60% of Jews in Israel are actually native.
Or are you just fucking airhead?
So these guys did all of this, right? They did all of this.
Is that their helicopter?
Yeah.
That looks like a legit helicopter.
It is a legit helicopter.
This is wild.
So they take it over. They take it over. They take it over. And they tell the people in the ship, usually like mostly Filipino people, Filipino crews, and they're like,
he laughed and now he's not laughing anymore.
All right, we got no problems with you, but you're coming with us. We're taking over the ship.
What an incredible way to characterize having a gun in your face. Hasan is asking us not to believe our own.
I bet as soon as that gun was pointed at them, he was just like, "Oh shit, this is actually for real." Oh man, you gotta love snowflakes, man. Oh, fuck it.
Eyes as we watch
or just people who are just fucking ignorant about what the fuck is happening.
Once again, the crew is still MIA for over a year, prisoners to a terrorist organization. But don't worry, guys. Hasan says they have no problem with them.
They're like, all right, we got no problems with you, but you're coming with us.
This is a 3-minute video of when you do a music video. When you use a music video, I'm expecting like, are you being serious? I know they're singing, but I'm seeing these guns and shit. This isn't a music video, Hasan.
I bet Hasan's friend really appreciated being fed terrorist propaganda on camera. Let's see what he had to say.
Because hell, even a couple days ago, I was hanging out with my buddy Hasan, and this guy unironically put a terrorist propaganda music video on and then left the room.
Left the room.
Yeah, and I was just like, and the thing is, like, in hindsight, it's hilarious, you know. But at the same time, I'm like, what is going on here? This is wild to me.
You got played. You got played, sir. You got taken for a ride. You were a useful idiot.
Yeah. But like, I just like, he was like, yo, they're such great dancers.
Oh my god.
I was like, okay.
Wait, is that how it works? If you watch like a politics TikTok, you get recommended Hasan right after? Is that how it works? Bro, he's all over this page. What? That's crazy. Click it. Dude, Hasan be saying some wild stuff, man. So I don't know if we can.
Here's another incident of Hasan enjoying.
No, you can watch it. You can definitely do it. Twitch allows you. Right? He's not banning Hasan. Right? This is fine. You can watch it. You want to watch it? Go ahead.
Like some Houthi propaganda.
Yeah, all he does is he turns on like propaganda and then he turns it on because he's eating.
How can they not agree with the Houthis when this is the kind of music video that they're coming out with? They got.
How can they not agree with the Houthis? Oh, okay, I don't.
A beautiful voice too.
No, I don't agree with them because they're terrorists.
Yeah, Israel.
Brother, if you were to allow these Houthi terrorists to run free in America, they'd be fucking shit up. Like, what are you talking about? They'd be on. If they could, they'd be on their way to fuck up America.
Real quiet since this dropped, dude. The fucking mixtape.
Oh, Hasan, my sweet, naive friend. You say that Jews don't sing and dance like that? Then what the fuck do you call this?
Oh. God damn it.
What the fuck you stepping on our shit?
God damn, he's actually yeah, he plays this. Basically,
yeah,
this is
dropped, dude. The fucking mixtape.
Jewish culture of music. God damn it. I hate it because I don't know what the fuck it, and he
got a beautiful voice too.
I'm just trying to get past this part because there's no meaning to this. I mean, he's just showing off that they're Jewish people singing their national whatever their national anthem or something.
Israel been real quiet since this dropped, dude. Israel been real quiet since this dropped, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got
Houthis been real quiet since this dropped, dude.
Also, it didn't help that he super voice changered the fucking music. I mean, he did that purposefully, probably so that he wouldn't get copyrighted.
To our sweet, beautiful, cute little TikTok twink. This hairless young man is the fantasy of every
Yemenis
tween
terrorist
Twix
guy.
And all the boys and girls on
So his name is Timothy Houthi Chalamet. Right, they just put Houthi in the middle because he literally walking around with Houthi terrorists doing terroristic
He's got
shit.
a mustache. He's a freedom fighter. Beautiful eyes. They call him Tim Houthi Chalamet because he's a Houthi.
Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean? Excuse me. Of course I'm about to have a... I'm a journalist, okay? This is journalism. It's so weird.
Yeah,
it's
you're
so
a journalist,
Weird. Motherfuckers want journalism, and when I'm trying to do journalism, they go,
No,
why
that's
are
hard
you
to
doing
that's
that?
hard to believe when
Bro,
you
are going to get banned. I think it would be ridiculous to
talk
do that.
about
Hasan
propaganda
now
all the
has
time.
the opportunity to
And advocate
express
propaganda.
his journalistic chops, to get his boots on the ground and show us just how good of a reporter he can be.
I'm doing journalism, chat. Does he know what One Piece is?
He's been watching it since he was a kid.
The whole way!
Yeah.
That's sick. Yes. Yeah.
Oh my god. Hasan is so happy. He's so happy to meet a friend. He's so happy to meet a terrorist friend. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I had to take a picture of that because I was gonna use it as.
Yes.
I'm thinking of some collage thumbnails, you know.
We love you too, man. Big time. Yeah.
I love you. I love you so much.
We're big fans of the Yemeni music videos. You can tell them that. I want to ask him about the knife. The knives are sick. What's up with the knives? You know, the curved knives.
If one of those knives comes out in front of you, it's not going back until it has blood on it.
Oh, okay. My bad. Well, I mean, I think it's cool though. That's so crazy. So they're just chilling with the captains? Like, I don't understand.
The crews on these ships, and they like win them over with their charm, and they make them hate America and the U.S. government.
That's so funny. I'm a journalist, okay? This is journalism. It's so weird. It's so weird. Motherfuckers want journalism, and when I'm trying to do journalism, they go, "Why are you doing that?" What do you mean? I'm just chilling.
Yeah, journalism when he's like fucking like gassing him up.
We're just having we're just vibing. Yeah, we're
vibing with the terrorist. Okay.
we're just vibing. We're vibing big time.
Instead of asking him like actual questions about why he's attacking just normal people who shouldn't be attacked. No, we're just gonna ask him about dumb questions about anime and about his time doing terroristic nature shit, right?
Hasan uncritically interviewed this kid for about an hour. It was the most brazen display of disgusting terrorist propaganda that I have maybe ever seen in Western media.
What has happened to, does he know what has happened to any of the crews? Like, I heard they...
Hasan almost asked a good question, but it's actually leading to the most obscene part of this interview.
He's saying he hasn't spent much time with Chinese people, but one of the captain was Chinese, and he did caught with them, and he danced to music with them, and he was vibing. So he
danced to the music with them, and he was vibing. Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, what... That's so crazy. So they're just chilling with the captains? Like, I don't understand.
Ask yourself, why is he able to hang out with the captain and the crew of this pirated ship? Why would he even have access to that? Hasan knows why. Of course, he is a Houthi terrorist. Instead of challenging him and demanding more details about these kidnapped and missing people, he just runs defense for this guy, acting like he doesn't know why that would even happen.
He's saying that they win over the crews on these ships, and they like win them over with their charm, and they make them hate America and the U.S. government.
Win them over with their charm and make them hate the U.S.
government. Of kidnapped crew members who are being forced, probably at gunpoint, to do some death to Americas and maybe some curse upon the Jews. And frankly, callous disregard
they were using them as as display, right?
Is shocking, even for somebody that loves terrorists.
I mean, we've all. I mean, I've seen the whole beheadings and shit back in the day, where the whole Al Qaeda and all those motherfuckers. You could probably still look up those videos. I don't condone that, but you could.
That's so funny. Is there a KFC there? They're everywhere. I don't think there's a KFC in Yemen, dog.
He says they have two.
Oh, they do have KFC in Yemen? That's crazy. Okay, that's sick.
That's crazy. No way! That's crazy. Now I know where everyone got the whole "that's crazy" thing. Fucking Hasan.
Holy fuck!
Fucking brain dead.
There's a KFC in Yemen.
Fucking brain dead Andy.
Like us.
Does he know what One Piece is?
What if he's been watching it since he was a kid.
Oh my god, no way! One Piece! Oh my god, no way!
Hey!
Yeah.
That's sick! Yes!
Oh my
that's
god,
fire.
so sick.
That's so fire.
So sick of
oh
One
my
Piece.
god. We think the Houthis, Ansar Allah, is doing what Luffy would do. You should tell him that.
You guys all remember Luffy's flag, right? Now, I'm only halfway through that show, so maybe I just haven't come to it yet. But I do not remember Luffy's flag looking like this. Predictably, there was some blowback after this interview, and Hasan went immediately into damage control to
the fact that he
Luffy's flag looking.
That's so bad to like make a connotation to like terrorism. You really put the Right? You put the studio in a bad light because you do this kind of shit. I have to take. This is the crazy. This is the craziest fucking thing ever.
Like this. Predictably,
To use anime as a fucking as a tool to push propaganda, yikes.
there was some blowback
Fuck, man.
after this
I don't think the
interview,
studio
and
of
Hasan went immediately
whoever
into
made right One Piece is gonna like that very much.
damage control to rewrite history.
He said that he was just simply a Yemeni person and not a Houthi. Yeah, I mean, we don't even know if he's a Houthi or not. He's a teenager in Yemen. The dude is neither a Houthi nor a terrorist.
But you said he was. You were just like, well, yes, brother, I'm a journalist. I am gonna interview him.
Nor a pirate, is not a Houthi rebel. They didn't fucking call him a Houthi either. You want to know why? Because he's not one. He's not a Houthi himself. He's not a pirate, but, you know.
But you just showed him doing what?
I don't think he's a... No, he's not a pirate.
Excuse me?
He has reiterated the...
So we're just gonna wipe away everything that just happened, right? We're just gonna wipe away everything that Yemen kids said and did in those videos and everything. Just wipe it away. Yes, let me get the Men in Black that fucking little tool that fucking wipes your memory. Yeah, let me get that somehow. Yeah, let me just try and forget any of that happened.
The position that he is not a Houthi. Trust me, bro, I'm not Houthi. Be for real.
He did suck him off the entire stream. The fact that Hasan gets so mad at this is so funny. He gets called out so hard right here. He's just like, fuck you, man. Fuck you. Yeah.
You sucked him off the entire stream. Not even a Houthi militant or anything like that. When I interviewed the dude who they still to this day call a Houthi terrorist, Tim Houthi's not even a fucking Houthi. I thought he wasn't a Houthi because he's not. No, he was just some fucking Yemeni TikToker. Random fucking Yemeni teenager.
A random Yemeni teenager who was saying a bunch of fucked up shit.
Didn't you brand it as him being a Houthi interview though? Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream?
Yeah, he did say that.
Yes, brother. What do you mean?
All right, let's just take Hasan's word for it and assume, okay, this kid is not a Houthi rebel. He's just some ordinary Yemen teenager. Let's go ahead and take a look at his social media and see if that lines up.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Tel
Yeah,
Aviv will
this
burn
shit.
in the coming hours. Ready for sacrifice and eager for martyrdom. Maybe he's talking about football? Here he is singing a song with the word...
And eager. He was talking about the
singing
Uyghurs.
a song with the words, do you threaten us with what we are waiting for, son of a Jew? Meaning
the rebel on stream? Yes.
And eager for martyrdom.
Ready for sacrifice and eager for... Oh, eager for martyrdom. Sorry, I thought he was talking about the Uyghurs. But yeah, this happened. Hasan, are you going to defend your buddy? You were sucking him off real good, weren't you?
Martyrdom. Maybe he's talking about football? Here he is singing a song with the words, do you threaten us with what we are waiting for, son of a Jew? Meaning of Houthi is a title, and it's not something to fear, but for the Jews. They are very afraid of this title. The execution we will carry out on all Zionists, with the lovely depiction of a man impaled through his asshole and out of his mouth with a pike.
Vlad the
Or, how Hasan
Impaler
likes
did
to
that
say it,
stuff.
A pike for a cut. Okay, why would he reach...
Oh yeah, I mean, we could obviously bring in that thing that fucking Hasan did with the firearm that Shinzo Aobe got Abe, sorry. Shinzo Abe got shot by. Yeah, he sent that to a fucking senator. Like a dumbass.
Tweet this article called Houthis use social media to boost global prominence and support. Israel falls. Wait for the new operation in Tel Aviv, the Jaffa drone, which no Israeli defense can stop. The ships we bombed and sank. I know the red arrow is supposed to be a cool military Hamas thing. This is a butt plug.
Yeah,
Just
that,
saying. To every Zionist, I will put this
just...
into your stomach. And let me state the obvious. Jew and Zionist is clearly interchangeable to this guy. Okay,
yeah.
But hating Jews doesn't make you a Houthi. Are you a soldier? Yes. That seems pretty definitive. You know what makes you a Houthi? Being a Houthi. At least one of the two of them is being honest about it.
God damn it. Just a bunch of fucking terrorist people. Hey, you got an Asian terrorist right there.
Yeah.
Sick. Yes. Yes.
Oh my god, no way.
And that's so
Crazy.
fire. Oh my god.
Hasan, crazy, Hasan. Oh my god.
They're tweeting an image of a Jewish person on a pike. I don't understand why this problem can't be approached with nuance. Because he is a teenager in Yemen, dude.
Talk about the bigotry of low expectations. He's a kid in Yemen, dude. What do you expect? Of course he's...
A 19-year-old kid being... like what? A 19-year-old being called a kid? I mean, he sounds like an adult to me. Oh, he's just a kid. He's just a kid, man, when he's 19. Like, no. Oh, he's a young adult. Who's fucked in the head.
He's gonna want to put a pike through a Jew's asshole and through his mouth. That's just what kids in Yemen are like, man.
And also, what do you mean? It's just a person on a pike. There's no Jewish person on a pike on that photo, unless I saw...
There's no Jewish person, even though he's like saying, "Oh, the Zion." It's like, dude, Hasan, why are you like this?
Something, unless I saw something.
I mean, he obviously cannot say this, right? Because it'd look bad.
Different.
Hasan claims this isn't even a Jewish person.
But yeah, he obviously knows what's going on, right? He obviously knows what he's talking about. He just doesn't want to bring up the actual quote. Because it would make him look bad.
The pike. How exactly is a naked, piked person supposed to look like a Jew for you, Hasan? You know what? You're right. Let me make it a little clearer for you. First, he needs a bigger nose, right, Hasan?
Jesus.
Of course, he needs a yarmulke, the curly things. Oh, look, Hasan. He dropped his dreidel. He must be Jewish for sure. Or, you know, you could just read what he wrote, you dumbass, liar, terrorist-loving, propagandist piece of shit.
This is why this entire
There it
conversation is fucking idiotic.
Finally, Ethan has finally read the room. He has finally said it.
It's not a Jewish person. He said, this is, I think if we're... Why am I held accountable for some random fucking 19-year-old in Yemen's tweets? What is...
I mean, because you're the one who platformed him, dude. Like, why else? You're the one who's been gassing him up. You're the one who brought it up in the first place. Like, are you really gonna... Right, when he got mad about this, I was like, dude, you're the one who did this in the first place, and now you're getting pissy? Shut the fuck up.
What's happening?
You brought this on yourself, and now you're getting pissy. Like, do you listen? How do you sleep at night? You probably sleep good, right? Because you're just closing the ears, right? Closing the eyes.
How many steps removed are we from this situation?
0?
0, yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. Steps removed? What do you mean? You brought this upon yourself. You brought this to your front doorstep. Right? You brought this inside your house and you're saying, no, I don't want it inside my house anymore, even though I brought it inside my house.
At point, do you not remember? Did the check not clear something? When faced with fair criticism for his coverage of the...
Yeah, literally, whenever he gets fair criticism, he spurgs the fuck out, or he doesn't even attack the fair criticism. because he knows it's true.
Houthi, he has a total meltdown.
I fucking despise all of you, dude. I do. I really do. I
I
hate
despise you too. The feeling's mutual.
all of you. You successfully got me to talk about this, and my patience is like, my patience is running thin on this matter.
Oh, really? I'm pretty sure everyone's patience is thin right now, especially with all the shit that's going on in the fucking political atmosphere.
The endless selfishness, the untapped well of American selfishness and American...
What do you mean? Are you not an American? Like, what the fuck are you talking? I like how he tries to remove himself, even though he's obviously a part of the same problem. What the fuck are you doing, dude? See, this is why people fucking rag on you. It's because you try to remove yourself from the situation when you put yourself in the situation. Like, what? Yeah. Oh yeah, let me just quietly remove myself from the situation and put the blame on someone else. Fucking meathead.
Individualism is in full display.
Fucking meathead,
How is
dude.
this the conversation that you want to have right now?
One of the most cynical methods Hasan deploys to sidestep any criticism is to deflect to the ongoing genocide in Gaza.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we saw... you want to know? We can bring up the Hasan system, right? Literally. Hasan always does this. Always. He ignores the critics' content to obscure their arguments. He literally did it to Ethan Klein when people brought it up to him. He's just like, oh no, I'm not gonna watch it. It's just gonna be lies. It's just gonna be lies and bullshit. Even though it's all the clips are from him. It's all his words. And it's like, and he's crying wolf. He attacks, right? Misrepresents by grouping critics with deplorables. It's like, what are you doing? So you're gonna group me in with the straw man group, even though I pointed out so many facts that what you did in these things. Avoid the debate. Only weaker opponents, never the original person. Or I'm a weaker opponent. Come on, come at me, bro. I can get you. Come on. We can make this face to face too. You want to have a face to face conversation? We can do this. You live in California, do you not? Label frustrated opposition as crazy or obsessed to discredit them. Yeah. Okay. You literally do this yourself. You literally spurg out at people in your chat when they call you out. You spurged out at Ethan when he called you out. You spurged out at Sam Hyde when he called you out. How many people are you going to spurg out on when they call you out? Like, if you can't take the fair bit of criticism, maybe you shouldn't say the shit you do half the time. Maybe you should be more careful about your words. I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't misrepresent shit half the time. Maybe just don't be a fucking Greta Thunberg, you know? I don't know. Just don't be that person. It's very easy.
I've seen him do this so many times. He frames it like you are selfish for trying to criticize him, no matter what the reason is, because there's a genocide happening, man. How can you criticize me at a time like this?
Claiming that I am, too pro-Houthi. When someone is like focusing on that while there's an active fucking ethnic cleansing campaign happening.
Oh no,
He also
okay. You want to bring up who? Well, I mean, these are just clips.
apparently thinks Twitch is liable for me.
Right. This is a time with
Yemeni
This is the
teenager
time
who's only
with
known
the whole
genocide his
Houthi
entire
thing.
life.
Right.
And
And
they
then
were
he kept
fucking talking
bringing
about
up genocide and shit.
genocide in Gaza. And this dumb fuck, blow your nose, brother. Love you. Not trying to be mean. Just keep some tissue nearby and clear it out occasionally when needed. Much love. Fuck you, dude. My argument sucks. You think it justifies
Basically
genocide?
calling
Stupid.
Hasan a
Everything that
crybaby.
can be tangentially turned into like Jewish people are under attack is a decent way to just like drive discourse away from open genocide in Gaza. If your sole focus when Israel is doing a complete genocide in Gaza, if your
He
sole
loves that
focus
word.
revolves around
That's
people
why I
are
got
saying
that
you're a
card.
Zionist, yeah, go fucking yell at streamers for not covering sufficiently the ongoing active genocide in Gaza instead of coming in here and fucking chirping at me.
It's quite a charge to just say I'm a stenographer for the Israeli government or I'm a propagandist. I don't think there's any evidence that I'm either of those.
Hasan, what is other content creators supposed to do with a war effort that they have no skin in the game with? Are you gonna tell those streamers to just you should voluntarily sign up for military service, right? Like what? You want these people to go hell divers too? Is that it? Like what? These are citizens. These are not soldiers. Like what the fuck are you talking about, you fucking weirdo? Jesus.
I'm curious who you think I'm doing.
If you want these people to be why don't you be a soldier, huh? Since you like touting your fucking anti-Semitic shit and propaganda shit so much, right?
Conversation 3,000.
You can be like the right. You can be the Timothy Charlemagne that you wanted to be, right? Is that not what you want to be? Do you want to be the next what is his name? Che Guevara, right? From fucking where is it? Colombia? Where was Che from? I forgot where. Oh, Cuba. Cuba, sorry. Right, Cuba. Right, you want to be the next Fidel Castro? Yes? Huh? Come on. You want to be Che Guevara? Actually, is there any Turkish propaganda let's bring up your Turkish history then. Huh? You right, the Ottoman Empire and shit like that, right? Right, the Sultan, right? This Sultan, right? Sultan Selim the Stern. Selim, I made a fateful strategic choice 500 years ago that haunts Turkey to this day. He opted to conquer Arab lands all the way to the North Africa and bring the caliphate to Istanbul. From then on, with the Sultan Caliphs acting as official protectors of Islam's holy places, the Turks got irrevocably embroiled in the Middle East's endless tribal and sectarian feuds. Why did you guys do that? Were you guys trying to expand territory, maybe? I don't know. Like every other fucking civilized society that tries to fucking push their goddamn country. For some decades in the 20th century, the Kemalists' doctrine kept Turkey aligned on a Western axis. But under Erdogan, a swampy yearning for empire, was resurfaced, bringing back notions of religious identity and Turkish hegemony that threaten to undo a century of relative stability in the Turkosphere. Right? And you guys had a coup. Kenan Evren, 1980, was a popular figure at first, even a kind of savior. The Turkish military, after all, a reputation for restoring the country fairly quickly and in better shape than the politicians left it. Oh, the last politician? Served as prime minister 5 times. His Garish Garulus. Competent sway over numberless coalitions was interrupted by 2 coups. Now you have some of Suleiman Demirel. Who instead ever took the empire into World War I in alliance with the Kaiser. He has intensified the purging of religious minorities. Abdulhamid, notably the entire Armenian population of the strategic borderlands threatened by Russia. Oh yeah, this guy, Enver Pasha. Yeah, I mean, look. Turkish has a dark history. Alright, I mean, they had some good people and they had some bad people.
Here's, while we're having this back and forth, 3,840 Palestinians have been ruthlessly slaughtered in the last incursion into Gaza. I feel like this is an incredibly selfish, self-centered conversation to have.
This technique is so powerful because everyone is afraid of being labeled as a genocide denier. Piers Morgan, with decades of experience, immediately surrenders when the genocide card is pulled.
When you're just a fucking stenographer, you're not a truth teller.
He has every right to defend himself. And grow a pair, Piers. Stand up for yourself, man. It's time to stop being intimidated by these online overnight activists who couldn't even point to Gaza on a map before October 7th. Like Hasan, for example.
Doesn't know where Yemen is? Okay, I'm gonna click close. I'm closing it. I'm closing it. I think nope. Got it.
How can you claim to actually care about this genocide when you're willing to so cynically exploit it
to sidestep any criticism?
What a bigot. Before we move on, Hasan has one final taste of idiocy for us all to enjoy.
Now this kid is like, I think he was like 19 at the time when I talked to him, which means that for most of his life he has withstood genocide, right? Like he is a person.
He's throwing the card out, right?
It's like, it's literally like talking to fucking Anne Frank, basically. Okay,
and then he throws out the Anne Frank card
in real time.
Like, why? Why are you like this, dude? Why would you do this? You're such a fucking weirdo.
To quote Anne Frank, I keep my ideals because in spite of everything, I still believe that people are really good at heart. Anne Frank continues to inspire generations of people because in the face of a genocide that eventually took her and her entire family's life, except for her dad, she refused to give in to hate, malice, and violence. And then there's this guy, who would have killed Anne Frank if he ever met her.
Yeah, literally.
You might think this is a
like,
sweet, innocent girl. Well, I'm happy to tell you guys we are working on a new edition just for you, Hasan. You should.
Yeah, you akin someone who would kill those people to a normal citizen. Like what? Like what? Excuse me?
She went roaming the streets of Berlin at night with a knife, slitting the throats of families, including children, babies, and the elderly. She's killed children, you guys. She even rapes people. She's just like Luffy.
Yeah, and Frank kills people too.
There is no other way to describe this than terrorist propaganda. Not only is he
Well, yeah,
platforming
I mean, yeah,
terrorist
what
propaganda,
else?
right, uncritically, he's participating in it. He's enhancing it. He is not just a conduit. He is an active participant who's disseminating it to more and more people in a
Well, yeah.
way more consumable
I mean, that's what he
form.
wants to do, right?
This is extremely fucked up. But why should he care? Their flag
I mean,
doesn't
this
say
is
death to fucking Turks.
I hate to say it, but in America, it's okay to do this kind of fucking shit, right? The KKK was allowed to do their shit, right? They were allowed to do their shit freely, even if people hated the fuck out of them, right? So I mean, like, I mean, what can you do? All you can do is just call Hasan out on his bullshit, right? The lies and bullshit. That's all you can do. Because, I mean, right, he still has the freedom of speech and expression, even though he's propagating fucking terroristic ideology shit, right?
It says, curse upon the Jews. Hasan likes to obfuscate on this and says, nobody cares when Sean Penn interviewed El Chapo.
Sean Penn literally interviewed El Chapo. Exactly, dude.
Nobody is saying...
What? What kind of fucking... Tucker Carlson interviewed Putin? Like, what? There's a lot of journalists who've interviewed murderers, right? Serial killers in jail sometimes. Like, what are we talking? Like, what a stupid fucking thing to say. I don't. Why is Hasan being so intellectually dishonest here? He always acts intellectually dishonest every fucking time. It's really fucking tiring calling out his bullshit.
You can't have difficult
Like,
conversations.
Literally, almost every sentence like almost every other sentence is him just spewing bullshit.
Controversial people. You just have to ask them hard questions, guys. We know this. Now let's move on to everybody's favorite terrorist organization, our friends in the north. It's Hezbollah.
Yeah.
Where do I even
So
begin?
basically, he just goes through the right. He goes through all the terroristic shit, right? How Hasan, right, propagated for Western countries to fall. How Hasan wants to be a well, he calls himself a self-propagandist, right? He hates liberals, loves to manipulate people, loves to be vicious, right? Is literally okay with, right, Houthis terrorists fucking up supply chains and trying to fuck up America too. What else? He propagated fucking what, music videos of propaganda of terrorists. Right? He kept pulling out the fucking genocide card. Yeah, I mean, and then now he's to Hezbollah.
Thousands of civilians have been killed globally from their terrorist acts, car bombs, and suicide attacks. They even assassinated the Lebanese prime minister. They've hijacked civilian airplanes. They've shot 15,000 rockets into civilian centers.
Yep.
And if you can imagine, that's not even the worst things they've done. They participated in the slaughter of over
Syria,
500,000 Syrian
Yeah, I forgot.
civilians.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. How Lebanon is attacking Syria. Or, well, I shouldn't say Lebanon. More like Hezbollah.
To help a dictator, Bashar Assad, stay in power. They indiscriminately bombed over civilian centers, and they killed hundreds of thousands of civilians in what can only be
I mean, yeah, some of these
as a genocide.
people are
They
trying to hit
designated terrorist group
embassies
by
too.
the U.S., by the EU, and, oh yeah, the entire Arab
Right,
League.
a lot of these
which
people
gave
were trying to hit synagogues, mosques, embassies. Pretty fucked up.
them that status after their participation in the Syrian genocide. In short, nobody likes them. Well, there is one person.
Hezbollah is a paramilitary organization.
God, you can't make this shit up. Every time when there's a terrorist terrorist on the news, he talks about he's like, oh yeah, Hezbollah is the greatest. I want him to do the things.
Do we like them or no?
They are.
What was that bullshit? What? Why can't you just be straightforward and say no?
They're a terrorist organization. Like they're designated. They're
They are. Well,
they are designated by the American state as a terrorist organization.
I do not like them then.
Well, like
I like.
yeah, I don't know. Why is he still? See what I mean? I feel like NMP lol is just being a useful idiot.
What you like?
I don't have an issue with them. Let's just say.
This is Hezbollah's leader,
Yes,
Hasan
Nasrallah.
Nasrallah. According to Hasan Piker, this man is a brilliant freedom fighter. But before we get into that,
Hey,
let's see how
Hasan. He
feels
almost
about
has the same
Jewishness.
name. Just
Here are some
put
choice quotes
another
from
S in
Hezbollah's
front of it.
leader, Hasan Nasrallah. According to Shaul
I mean, I
Shai,
call Hasan. Hasan.
Hasan Nasrallah said in a speech delivered in Beirut, what do the Jews want? They want security and money. Throughout history, the Jews have been Allah's most cowardly and avaricious creatures. If you look all over the world, you will find no one more miserly or greedy than they are.
I don't have an issue with them.
If we search the entire world for a person more cowardly, despicable, weak, and feeble in psyche, mind, ideology, and religion, we would not find anyone like the Jew. Notice, I do not say Israeli.
I don't
know why he hates the Jews so much.
have an issue with them.
If Jews all gathered in Israel, it will save us the trouble of going after them.
Yeah, Hasan, why do you
The
hate
history of
Jews so
has
much?
proven that,
What-
regardless of the Zionist
what is up with you and
proposal, there are
Jews?
people who are evil
I don't
and
get it.
murderous.
What is
The
up
state
with
of the
people and Jews
grandsons
so
of
much?
apes and pigs, the Zionist Jew, the murderers of
Is
the
it because of the
prophet.
whole
Jews
the
invented
whole
legend
conspiracy theory of Jews ruling the banks and shit or something, or them being greedy or some shit?
of the Nazi atrocities.
I don't have.
Dude, everyone's greedy. What the fuck are you talking?
issue with them.
هذا التحالف إسرائيل.
I can't believe I'm calling Nasrallah base. I mean, listen. Listen.
I mean, Nasrallah is still a human being, right? I mean, he just has a morbid way of showing it.
You have to remember something, okay? A lot of these dudes, you see them in their fucking fits, and you hear about like some of their attitudes about like gay people, for example, and you immediately fucking resort to Orientalist perspectives, not realizing that these motherfuckers are better read than you by.
Yeah, you literally have some of these countries mutilating these people. What are you talking about, dude? Like what?
By a million. Okay? Like, it's not a broken clock situation. No, dude. Half of these dudes literally get educated in America and in the UK. What the fuck are you guys talking about?
The more you learn,
This is why
the
it's
more you
Orientalist. To literally.
Wait, he got his education in America? Really? Oh. What is he talking about? Have you seen the fake graduation certificates that some of these guys get in those countries? Fucking super fake as fuck. Bora. He finished his education in Tyre. Where the fuck is Tyre? Tyre is the 5th largest city in Lebanon after Beirut. Oh. Yeah, so what? What is he talking about getting his education from America?
Really look at these dudes.
Oh, I guess we've been helping some of these countries. Is that why? I think that's what he's talking about.
And go, oh no, they're fucking.
I would assume that they have their own books and right. I'm confused here.
Barbaric baboons, and like sometimes they get this shit right. No, dude, he knows. It's crazy. He's read more books than you could ever imagine. Knowledge. And also, ultimately, he is regarded as a pretty brilliant a person in terms of like everything that he's done. You might not agree.
I mean, he's just a well-spoken person. That's it. He knows vocabulary. He knows, right, key terms. He knows terminology. Right? It's just he's a fucking terrorist. He's a leader of a terrorist group, dude.
Agree with his methods. You might not agree with his attitude overall in terms of like his social opinions on
That said, gay people, if
like
they do it once, are to be
ultimately,
killed.
this motherfucker has read a shit ton of books.
I feel I've shown you guys enough evidence that Hezbollah's an evil terrorist organization, but have you considered this?
What you meant to say is Hezbollah is Muslim. Okay? That's what you meant to say.
What? What? Where is he going with this? Hezbollah is Muslim. Oh. What?
What you meant to say is they're Muslim. So, of course, as they're Muslim, it's different.
If you're
What?
You're wondering why Hasan's audience...
What is he talking about?
audience is so radical.
I think because he's on Twitch and he can't, right? He can't really say any certain, right? He can't say certain words. So he's trying to like not say the word. So he's using he's using Muslim, right? What? What's with the weird censoring of yourself? What are you afraid of, Hasan?
Radicalized. It's because
I think
of
he's
stuff
afraid
like
of getting clipped out of
Israel,
context, even though he gets clipped out of
America's greatest
context every
ally, the
fucking
most
day, probably.
Important country in the world, the most moral nation, the most moral democracy on the planet, is ruthlessly and mercilessly bombing southern Lebanon, including southern Beirut.
What did Lebanon do?
They just kind of were there. They happen to be Israel's neighbor.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Even as someone who's critical of Israel, this retelling is fucking insane.
They just kind of were there.
Hezbollah started launching rockets into Israel hours after the October 7th raid began. They launched 12,000 rockets, killed nearly 100 people, including 12 children, and displaced 250,000 Israelis from northern Israel. That's what caused them to respond.
What did Lebanon do?
Shit. Why did he ask that? What do I say? Do I...
Every time he gets hit with the hard question of, what did they, right? Are these people terrorists? He's just like, I don't, and then he has to, right? Because he can't break away from his agenda, right? He has to tell the truth.
Tell him the real reason?
He doesn't want to break away from his agendas, but he has to tell the truth.
No, my audience will kill me for being a Zionist. Okay, let's try this. They just kind of were there.
Wait,
Hell yeah. Another slick political saved by boots on the ground Hasan Piker. Damn, I'm good.
Even as a pro-Palestine
It's
activist,
just
how does
AI
lying
to
about this
him,
serve your agenda? All it does is
That was
further
pretty funny.
radicalize people. It removes any nuance, and it avoids any criticism for his team. And this is what
Basically.
continues to drive this conflict on forever. Hasan is dedicated to pleasing
The Hasan
his radical
system. Would
audience,
you
even
like
at
to
the
see it
price
again?
of knowingly lying to them for TikTok and Twitter likes.
He always does it.
Or he's being
It's like
paid,
clockwork,
which,
man.
You know, we can't rule out. What a pathetic propagandist piece of shit liar he is. And now, let's move to Hamas, the catalyst for this entire thing. They're the ones that committed this horrible act of terrorism, one of the worst the world has ever seen, on October 7th. They are without a doubt the most extreme of all
Yeah,
these
even though he
terrorist
already
organizations.
talked about a
They
lot
are
about Hamas
Islamic
back here.
jihadists that want to convert all of Israel
Oh,
into
well,
an
actually, he
Islamic
talked-
state
oh, no, wait,
under
he did.
Sharia law. That's their stated goal. Hamas has been on
Yeah,
the
you
designated
talked about
terrorist
China,
group
Tibet stuff
pretty much
here.
as long as there's been a group. These guys have been suicide bombing civilians before ISIS leaders were even
And then the
born.
Israeli
they fired
stuff a little bit.
50,000 rockets into civilian populations and performed over 100
And then
suicide bombings, killing
that.
thousands of civilians.
And then
Women are
some
restricted
Hezbollah,
from
Hamas
participating
stuff
in the
again.
workplace and public life. Homosexuality is outlawed, and in some cases, of course, punishable by death. They steal foreign aid.
Yeah, so basically he just keeps hammering the point of yeah, this is what they're doing, literally. In all these terrorist organizations, these are what they're doing. These are what they do. Oh,
From the people
this
of
is what they
Gaza
do.
and repurpose it for military use, or
Pretty
they just
evil
sell it back
shit.
to them. For example, why are all the Hamas leaders billionaires?
And let's be real, these guys clearly are not skipping any meals.
Oh,
While the
yeah,
people
not
of
s-
Gaza
yeah, they
languish
are
in
so
poverty,
fat.
These fine gentlemen are living in multi-million-dollar penthouses
Oh,
in
yeah.
Qatar.
That lines up with
Yeah,
leftist
Qatar, yeah.
values. Or, well, they were billionaires. Because they're all
Oh.
dead. They're killed, they're all dead. Hamas
Yeah, that's
is
why.
a bunch of psychopathic terrorists of the worst order. And nobody would be crazy enough to defend them. No, it's just Islamic.
Well, I mean, if you really want to see, designated terrorist organizations. Is this the list? Where's the list? Designated foreign terrorist groups. Oh shit, would you look at that? They were designated October 8th, 1997. Hasan, would you please explain this, huh? Want to explain? How about someone else? Or oh, actually, I don't even think he's Ebola. Oh yeah, he's not on there. Oh, oops. Shia Islamist terrorist group based in Lebanon and sponsored by Iran. There you go. Iranis are fucking shit up.
Again, Hasan defended Hamas? Seriously? Okay.
We had to make last-minute changes to this part to prevent it from being age-restricted on YouTube.
I cut out the footage from Hamas, and I will attempt to narrate it for you as best I can. In this scene, an older woman is walking hand in hand with a girl who looks about 12. And as they're getting in the back of the van, one of the terrorists gives them a wave goodbye and says goodbye to them in English.
Goodbye.
Oh, the, Wait, is this the recent one that just came out?
That's crazy, dog. Dude.
Or is this new?
Okay, that's
Or-
crazy.
Because they...
That's crazy.
Is this the,
That actually... Okay, that's too much. That's too
when
much.
they
That's
allowed
like-
the
that's more than I
hostages to come
expect.
back?
Bro,
Was
every
it that
time,
one?
every time they're releasing hostages, the next wave, they're going to be like, actually, I'm good. Like, I'm staying.
These hostages are being released at gunpoint by the people who likely murdered their family in front of them before kidnapping them. Hasan peddling this narrative that they're sad to leave their captors is beyond disgusting.
The next wave, they're going to be like, actually, I'm good.
It's plainly obvious these are traumatized victims who are scared for their life and doing what the terrorists are telling them to do in order to avoid any conflict on the way out.
I mean,
look
they're
at
just
the sweet
following
masked
orders, right?
terrorist
They
with
don't
his
want to get shot.
AK-47. He's so nice. Did you guys see how he waves goodbye?
Dude, okay, I'm going to be honest. This is some crazy PR. They look traumatized as fuck. Wait, what? Bro, they look like they're chilling.
This girl who had her foot blasted off on October 7th and then operated on without anesthesia or painkillers is so sorry to say goodbye to her captors. She's gonna miss their hospitality, like being raped and being watched showering and changing.
The next wave, they're going to be like, actually, I'm good. Like, I'm staying.
It's so obvious the terrorists are telling them what to do. Ethan, how can you say that? They look so happy. Keep waving. These morons forgot to cut out this part. Yes, that's a terrorist giving them an order to
Yeah,
keep
keep
waving.
waving, yeah.
And she does. See how fast she reacts? Totally not a fearful victim of terroristic kidnapping. Anyone peddling this nonsense should be embarrassed and ashamed. How
I mean, if
pathetic
you're
can you
captured
get?
as a
The next wave, they're
hostage,
gonna be like,
it's
actually,
best
I'm
to
good.
follow
Bro,
orders.
they look like
yeah.
they're chilling.
All right, the Houthis is one
Unless
thing.
you
but
wanna lose
he's
your
not gonna
life that
turn on
easily.
Hamas propaganda videos and watch it on stream. There's no way. Okay, it's getting hard to defend him. Freedom fighters, musical shit.
Here is a video that came out of how Hamas produces their own motherfucking sniper rifles.
He can hardly contain his admiration for them.
Produces their own motherfucking sniper rifles.
Let's see how long he can go
I'm
without
gonna
offering
speed
any
it up a
commentary or
bit.
analysis on this Hamas hype video.
No, they're just machining stuff.
Is that COD?
That God. just stuff your face more. It's okay.
1 minute, 36 seconds. Nice. He's taken his time to analyze and think. I expect nothing less from a journalist.
Taking
such as
time to analyze it and think,
This is
yeah.
sweet.
Huh?
That's crazy.
He's done it again.
Oh my God, that's crazy! Hasan's the greatest journalist.
Killing your soldiers by our locally manufactured snipers.
Greatest
There's a little message
journalist.
for the Americans out
That's
there as well.
crazy.
They're saying like artisanal snipers. So
Ooh, who says that's crazy a lot? I think Asmongold says that's crazy a lot. I think Dick Tone says that's crazy a lot. A lot of fucking probably gotcha players say it a lot. I would assume a lot of VTubers say it a lot too. Yeah. Yeah, when did people just start saying that's crazy? I think it was when Hasan started to fucking saying it all the time.
why am I showing you this?
Good question. Why are you showing us 2 minutes of uninterrupted Hamas propaganda? I'm sure he has a good answer.
The reason why I'm showing you this is because one thing that the Israeli maintenance of the apartheid has shown us is that there are no half measures on genocide. You either got to hit the full gen, okay? You can't do half genocide, a little bit of displacement, and then continue maintaining an apartheid state and maintaining an occupation, okay? Which is basically what America did back in the day when, you know, we were building America, Manifest Destiny, right?
Hold on. You showed this to us because of Manifest Destiny? What the fuck are you talking about? This is just word salad. I mean, he's really saying nothing here. So he has...
Yeah, I don't... Yeah, he literally just said a bunch of nothing. Right. Manifest Destiny. Was destined to expand westward across North America. Okay. No, it didn't really happen. Do you think we can expand right now? Fuck no, we can't. Fuck. Do you even know what the fuck is happening around you half the time in your own goddamn country? Instead of talking about other people's countries, maybe you should look around yourself.
No good reason. Got it. Okay, fine. He likes Hamas, he watches their propaganda, but he's not going to deny the violent rapes that took place. That is way beyond the pale.
Way beyond the pale. Oh my god.
There is one instance in captivity that we have actually gotten verifiable evidence on. Beyond that, the systematized mass rapes that Hamas dealt on October 7, not a single bit of that has been verified. And people still run with it over and over and over again.
Many young people who are simply...
What do you mean and has not been verified? You literally have some news outlets saying it's verified. You literally have some of the people who were hostages say it's verified. Like, what?
attending a music festival. Women were horribly raped. As I said then, I say today, Israel has a right to defend itself.
What rapes did Hezbollah do? Bro, what rapes did Hamas do? What are you talking about? The Stop Anti-Semitism account that considered me to be anti-Semite of the week has also been hallucinating rapes once again, doing rape fantasies once again, because they're...
I don't understand why Hasan wants hostages to be hostages so much. Like, what the fuck?
Fucking mentally ill.
I guess he's farming the He's farming the grift, right? Because he's literally being paid right now to promote terroristic ideology, and then Twitch allows it. I don't know. If I was the U.S. government, I'd be like, "Yo, what the fuck is this shit?"
Committed horrific acts of sexual violence.
I'd be kind of like,
slaughtered.
This seems a little shady, no?
The deadliest day for the Jewish people.
Doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen on October 7. Like, that doesn't change the dynamic for me even this much. So that's the other part of this problem that many people can't contend with. Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of these content creators don't care for, right? They have no empathy. They have no sympathy, right? They're all fucking dead inside. Just look at them. They fucking stream in their own house without wanting to see the outside world. They can't even get jobs outside. They want to just be streamers so they can shit talk a bunch of people.
I can't believe how quickly leftists go from believe all women to pics or it didn't happen. The vast majority of people, if not all, who were raped
Alright,
were murdered on
that's
the
not
spot.
true. I'm just making
Dam
jokes.
Goldstein Alon was kidnapped from her home on October 7th by Hamas terrorists and was held captive for 51 days. Though only 17 years old, she witnessed the murder of her father and sister on that day and is now speaking out about what she witnessed in Gaza as well in a new documentary by Sheryl Sandberg, Screams Before Silence. In new footage, Agam reveals that sexual assault and rape was a regular component of the life as a hostage in Gaza.
doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen on October 7.
Hasan.
God damn. That's fucked. You put his face. That's so fucked
Doesn't
up.
matter if fucking rapes happen on October 7.
There are dozens of testimonies from witnesses, most of who were in hiding and heard or saw it happen. And each week there's more stories coming out. There's a UN report that concludes it
Yeah.
happened.
Doesn't matter.
But Hasan...
Doesn't matter. That's so fucked up. What's his face?
Stories coming out. There's a UN report that concludes it happened.
Doesn't matter.
God. That's so fucked up.
But Hasan needs a rape kit from a mutilated body. It's so vile to deny the suffering and trauma of the victims just because you need your heroes at Hamas to be perfect. This conflict will never end until people realize that Palestinian liberation and Israel...
I mean, I don't understand why Ethan doesn't say just move his agenda. I mean, you can literally say he's a propagandist now. I mean, he's called himself he's a self-reported propagandist, yeah? I mean, right? Call him what he is if he wants to be called that, right?
Israeli security are not mutually exclusive. You need both, and it can be done, but not while people...
If you want to call him a spade, call him a spade. If you want to call him a bitch, call him a bitch. Because he is a bitch. Right?
like
Hasan lie, propagandize, and incite hate. It's people like him, ironically, that prolong the conflict indefinitely. There's no space for conversation. There's no space for rational thought. There's no space for nuance. My position on Palestine is like 5 degrees off from where...
Well, I mean, his nuance is to, where is it? His nuance is to, right, not talk about it correctly at all times. Right. This is his, right, this is what he wants to do. 112.32. I mean, even if just take out the Hamas propaganda and just be like, yeah, the reason I'm showing you terroristic propaganda, right? Remove Hamas and just put terroristic propaganda. It's like, yeah, put any terrorist group right here, and this is what he does. Actually, let me get a better. We got a better shot. There's fucking Bernie Sanders in the back. What the fuck? But yeah, this is what he wants, right? He wants to show you propaganda. He wants you to hate Israel. He wants you to hate the Jews.
What are you talking about?
He wants you to pay into his bullshit, right?
So he has no good reason. Got it. Okay, fine. He likes Hamas. There's no space for conversation. There's no space for rational...
Doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen.
In his community, I'm the devil. I'm a Nazi. It's delusional thinking, and it's destructive to their own cause.
Doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen.
I mean, if he wants to be self-destructive to his own cause, let him. I mean, he's just self-reporting himself. Right? I mean, you already have a bunch of people who are talking about it, right? It's been what? What's today? It's been 2 days, right? 165K to 37K, right? That's a 16 to it's a 16 to 3 ratio. All right, and then try to claw your way back to the center, stepping on Hasan to do so. The term is funny one. Yeah, I mean, you still right. You still have people who don't like, right, Ethan Klein because of half the shit he said, right? I mean, granted, right, you don't have to like the person. But, I mean, you do have to realize, I mean, what Ethan Klein is saying is correct, even if he's said some fucked up things, right? And I would still flame Ethan Klein. I mean, he's not a bad guy, right? I mean, you could flame him, right? It's okay to flame him because he did say those things, right?
Like, that doesn't change the dynamic for me even this much.
Yeah, it's okay to flame Hasan because he's being a retard, right? He's the one, right? He put this on himself, right? This is of his own making. You wanted this. He wanted to be the person who wanted to be the propagandist, right? He wanted the political right? He wanted the socio-political economics of this, right?
And now let's
he
move
wants
on to our
that
next
money.
terrorist organization, Twitch TV. Sinwar.
Yeah, Sinwar Nazar. Yeah.
Dan Clancy.
Clancy
Of course,
put
being
it.
a
That's
little silly
fucked
when I
up.
call Twitch a terrorist organization. It's only a megaphone for
Well, I
terrorist
mean,
propaganda. Dan Clancy has been the
you're
CEO
only
for a few
putting
years.
Dan
Others believe that there's
Clancy
a
in
few
there because
notable
he's
instances. One
let
being reducing the
allowing
premium subscription
the
split
right
from
the
70-30 to
advocacy
50-50,
of
which he
terrorism.
reversed after backlash. He
in a
also
sense.
attempted to ban the size of sponsored logos on stream to 3% of the size of the screen. Was also
Yeah,
reversed
that one
after
was a
backlash.
weird
So
one.
he's essentially achieved nothing.
Yeah.
Well, there is one thing. He actually laid off 900 employees.
Yeah, that too.
That one he did not take back. But here's where
Oh, you forgot to put in the one where they had to leave Korea, South Korea,
the trouble
because
begins.
they got pushed out.
He likes Hasan. He really likes Hasan. Let me read you an excerpt from a recent interview Dan did. Not a gamer himself, Clancy mostly watches music.
Did he just drop that person?
Read you an excerpt from a recent interview Dan did. Not a gamer
Oh,
himself.
what the?
Clancy mostly watches musicians or talk shows on Twitch.
What the fuck, Dan? Did you really? Oh my god, Dan, what the fuck?
He particularly enjoys a leftist political commentator, Hasan Piker. I like the frankness and the bluntness. He's comfortable saying whatever he believes. Don't you think that might be part of the problem there, Danny boy?
Doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen on October 7th.
By speaking what he believes, he should be on Rumble with the other
Oh yeah, there's this. Yeah, I got this picture right.
fringe radical political streamers. But no, not under Dan Clancy's watch.
Oh,
Dan has
not
elevated
under the
him to
Dan
status of
Clancy.
Twitch Golden Boy. And if you still have doubts, let this settle the matter. Just for clarity, Dan Clancy is the one filming and singing in this video.
Happy birthday to you.
What the fuck?
Well, I mean, you have the whole. Right, you literally have the whole Twitch office,
Never
or
meeting the
wherever
Hasan
this
run
is
Twitch
at the
allegations
time.
after this. This is crazy.
Well, I
Oh
mean,
my
it's
God.
not the whole Twitch office, but you do have a good amount of people just singing him happy birthday.
Happy birthday, dear Hasan.
Also, I don't even think that half of these people, I don't think any of them know about what he's been saying.
This is crazy.
Happy birthday to you.
I'm quick, I'm quick.
Happy birthday from Twitch, Hasan. Happy birthday from Twitch.
I've been looking around and I genuinely have never seen another video like this anywhere, where Dan Clancy or any top executive force all these poor sons of bitches during their lunch break to gather around in the crew room.
Yeah, it's funny, right? I don't think he's done this for anybody else, right? He's only done it for a song. Oh man, the fucking favoritism allegations aren't gonna fucking fall off anytime soon.
And sing happy birthday for Hasan Piker. How humiliating is that? There's also a small issue of Dan being a total creep.
Want to explore clips?
He's gonna bring up, yeah, he's gonna bring up Dan gooning
Suppose you want to check out the
from
stories
the
to see what you
hot
missed
tubs
yesterday.
and
Click there.
pools. Man, I bet,
And now you're in your stories.
dude, I bet Dan. Conspiracy theory. I bet Dan's looking into like the OnlyFans stuff and actually paying subscribers for. I think he's into the OnlyFans shit. I think he's actually paying some subscriptions.
Okay. Suppose you want to check out the stories to see what you missed yesterday. You click there. And now you're in your stories. Okay.
That's very nice. That's also
Okay.
It's funny how Dan is pushing the right, the hot tubs and just beaches people. I think some of those guys, I don't know if the ones he showed off were OnlyFans models. Well, they potentially could be.
Okay.
And he's just allowing it to happen.
You know, Dan, I would have let this creep narrative
on
if it didn't
on a
happen.
platform that's 13 plus, by the way. It's pretty shady. But, you know, that's
Roll
just
it.
my
You want to
that's just my
see
opinion.
clips? Swipe this way, and now you're seeing clips. The clips, and that's not necessarily the algorithm.
First of all, it's gross enough you're a creep, but what an incompetent idiot you are. You're the CEO of Twitch, and you get
Yeah.
caught with the fucking, you get caught with the girlies on your homepage twice. Competent idiot.
See clips? Swipe this way, and now you're seeing clips. The clips, and that's not necessarily.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dan. I'm sorry to do you dirty, but you put yourself in this fucking mess, dude. You put yourself in this mess. I can't. No one can help you. No one can help you. You put yourself in this mess.
You're the CEO of Twitch, and you get caught with the fucking, you get caught with the girlies on your homepage twice. Bro, come on, dude. You got wife, man. Got daughters. We don't need to know about this. Don't want that in my head, bro. It's also a little
Wait,
bit
does he
disturbing
really
considering,
actually have a wife
you
and
know, he's
daughter?
these people's bosses. Okay. All right, so he's incompetent. He's a creep. He's protecting terrorist propaganda. So what's up? So what's the big deal with Dan Clancy? Well, what happened next is what really made me realize how corrupted and rotten Twitch is to the very core of the organization. First, let me introduce you to Frogan.
Why don't you go take a trip to Home Depot and buy some rope?
She's one of Hasan's main
Oh, okay, so
She's
he's
leading
gonna
great
bring in.
discourse like
So he
Ethan's
talked about
Islamophobic
Dan
for saying,
Clancy.
Don't kill civilians. She has zero
He's gonna
power.
bring in
She has 100
Frogan,
concurrent
and then
viewers,
he's
but
gonna
somehow
bring in
she's
the
on
trust and
homepage.
safety
She's winning
person
awards. Nobody's watching her. Nobody cares.
that
Why
I
is she
showed off
relevant?
earlier.
We don't know. It's important for me to show you guys what an actual horrible person Frogan is, so that you can see who Twitch is elevating. So let's start with this clip. Ludwig, a large streamer on Twitch, donated $10,000
Ludwig,
to the
spineless
Palestinian Children's
bitch.
Relief Fund. That's
Sorry,
a wonderful thing to do, right? No, not
he
good
caught
enough
us
for
straight
Frogan.
there. I'm
I
sorry.
feel like if I were to do a charity thing where the charity thing relies on
I also
donations,
gave
it
a
should be
straight to
something where,
Asmongold too.
like 90% of people feel good and are down for it.
I mean,
like, ultimately,
look,
regardless of what you think,
most of these
that is
people
not the
are
situation here.
good people. It's just
So I personally
their
donated
some of their
10K.
ideology is fucked.
Because I think it is worthwhile. And if you guys got some extra bread, I would recommend you donate. but I won't throw it on you. You know what I mean? No thanks. And some people are gonna say that. You know what I mean? That's why it's the difference.
This is a cracker take.
Well, I mean, I shouldn't. Right? These people are good people. It's just they're too pure. Right? They don't know anything about physical security, cybersecurity. Right? They don't know the darkness that can happen with fucking human beings. Right. I mean, if they would watch the news about people getting stabbed and shit, maybe, but I don't think these people watch the news at all. Except for Asmongold, right? He actually watches the
I don't need to enter a
news.
fucking debate about whether that's
Cracker ass
worthwhile.
take. I know Arabs are dying, but I'm not gonna tell you to donate.
Oh well, I mean, she
I donated
watches the
$10,000,
news,
but I'm not gonna
obviously,
promote it.
because
don't
she
say
does
donate
know about
$10,000.
Arabs
Like, if
dying.
you not actively believe, if you don't believe in the cause,
Because-
and if you're not against genocide at this point, keep your fucking
Right.
keep your $10,000.
These people, right? They're detached from right. Since it's not happening in their home country, right? Home court, right? They're detached, right? They're just observers and just spewing whatever they want, right? I mean, if they were caught up in in some real shit, oh man, they would be whistling a different tune.
Keep your little chump change.
A lot of
Like, do you want me to say, like,
right, a
graduate?
lot of these people would be whistling a different tune if they actually had to deal with fucking conflict, right? I mean, given where we are today, I mean, there's still a chance that we could get into some kind of conflict, right? I mean, it's still up for on the table, right? I mean, you already have some of these countries pissed off, right? Because Trump is now starting to do shit, and everyone's like, wait, what? America's actually doing something now?
Relations?
Imagine being Frogan, a leftist living in LA in comfort, begging for her rent money on stream, and telling displaced and famished Palestinian children, no kids, you need to get
Oh
that
yeah,
10,000
she
back.
lives in
But wait,
LA
didn't pass
too,
my
yeah.
purity test.
Keep your fucking money.
But wait, there's more.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Distress, thank you so much. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. The U.S. military? Who fucking who? I hope you
Yeah,
get
she
PTSD.
got banned for
Oh my God,
this.
I want my fucking Camaro, no student loans. Fuck you.
Also, she doubled down too.
And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America.
This clip obviously made the rounds on social media and rightfully outraged a lot of people. Here's how she responded the next day.
I hope you get PTSD.
Well, I mean,
hope you
if
get no health
if she
insurance when you
were
get back
to
into
get
fucking
into a fight, someone would pull out that fucking nose ring real fast. I mean, it wouldn't be hard to mess around. Women get fucked up so easily.
Based?
Have you seen those women that start a fight when they're not supposed to? And then the other person just fucking lays them the
Twitch will do
fuck
nothing
out.
to moderate her, despite veterans
Yeah,
being
that
classified
shit.
as a protected group in Twitch's own community guidelines. But wait, there's more.
Okay?
Yeah.
6250. 9/11 baking stream with Raf and Capri. If we get to this goal by
Yeah,
9/11,
we are. I already know about
Capri?
all this.
Raf and I will make the Twin Towers out of a stacked cake.
A lot of
And we'll
people
make an
talked
airplane,
about
and
this
we'll recreate
and
9/11.
whatnot.
This tweet was the final straw for me. You'll notice the date is October 7th, 2023, the morning of the massacre, at 5:30 a.m. Pacific time. At this moment, Hamas
Is
militants
the
had
Middle
infiltrated
East
a
what
music
they're
festival
doing
in
is
several
wrong? Wait,
Kibbutzim,
what?
where they began their wanton slaying of civilians. Here's what she tweeted. Leftists preach and foam at the mouth at the thought of a revolution happening in America. But as soon as it happens in the Middle East, what they're doing is wrong. It's not.
Hey, I wouldn't mind a revolution. I mean, my targets would be fucking getting some of these people the fuck out. Fucking hog tie them and then fucking ship them right into the fucking sea. Get the fuck off.
It's not what she said. It's when she said it. While she's on Twitter celebrating, I was listening to the local news in Israel. Families were calling in.
I
to news
mean,
stations
at
begging
this
for help.
point,
Let me show
I
you what
think
mean.
we need a new civil war.
איפה אתם? יואו, מה מצליחים לקום? תתרחבו. אני יוצא לכיוון שלכם עכשיו, צריכים לקום. אני בא, מה, צריכים לקום, אלוהים.
The morning of October 7th, Israelis were listening to calls like this all morning long, dozens of them. Imagine reading this tweet after listening to this. This woman should have moved on years ago to another profession, but for some reason Twitch is obsessed with keeping her on life support. And instead of moderating,
Oh, what,
her, they
Jabba
actually
the
gave her
Hutt?
an award
Yeah, I don't know why
together for
they.
legendary woman.
Yeah, I don't know why they're pushing so hard on Jabba the Hutt. Like, she's not a good streamer. She has a shit personality. Why push her content? Oh wait, it's because they made her rising star twice. They're probably gonna go in for a third time, right? They gotta keep pushing. They need to make sure that she becomes the next rising star, right? Even though Kai Cenat took that place.
In which she would get front page placement all year long. This is actually my favorite detail about Frogan. She won a Rising Star Award at the Streamer Award.
Yeah,
an award
here it
put
is
on by her
twice,
friends.
yeah.
And then the next year, guys, she
Fucking
gets
Jabba the
nominated
Hutt.
for Rising Star again. Are they fucking with her? You can't be Rising Star twice. It's up or it's down, man. In fact, you were never up. That was the problem.
Yeah, you were never.
You were always down.
Well, I mean,
Rising Star twice.
what? She has
Fucking Mario Kart, you get a
what?
boost up there or some shit?
Less than 1,000 viewers? 1,000 viewers or something? I couldn't see the viewership.
Because Frogan is
But
a
I mean, you
two-time
have
Rising
people
Star
watching
champ,
her
and because of her
because,
massive
right?
viewership of
They
100
love the
viewers, it only makes
propaganda.
sense that Twitch would give her one of the main stages at TwitchCon.
Right,
to
they're
do a
probably
45-minute
some
long
of
segment.
Hasan's
Her idea that
people.
was
Oh yeah,
torture proof.
Denim's there too. Yeah.
Arab to Jew.
Wait,
racial
isn't
tier list.
Denim's
So the premise
OnlyFans
is
too?
Who can say Habibi, an Arabic word of affection like baby or sweetheart? And this tier list determines who can say it. Top and most desirable tier is Arab. And at the bottom, the worst one is, quote, loves Sabra. Now, why does loves Sabra equate to Jews? Sabra is a well-known Israeli company that makes hummus. They've been on the divestment list for many, many years, so the activists are well aware of their status. Oh yeah, and Sabra literally means a Jew that was born in Israel. It also plays up an anti-Semitic trope that denies Jewish identity in the Middle East. There's this idea that Israelis are all white colonizers who are stealing the culture and identity of Arabs to make it seem like they belong there. Watch Frogan and her co-host accuse Israelis of culturally appropriating Arab culture.
Well, the one thing that's like funny is that there's two types of like genocide, right? There's like genocide of real people, and then there's like cultural genocide, right? Like this is fucking funny. Like, those motherfuckers.
What? There's. What are you even talking about? No such thing. There's only one terminology, and that's genocide. Regardless of cultural or fucking religious reasons. You're killing people. I view these people as not human anymore. Right, the Frogan, whoever this guy is, Hasan, I don't view them as human anymore. They're cattle. They're basically sheep now.
Trying to take hummus and say it's Israeli is the most.
They are
insane
sheep
thing
now.
Dude, the fact that they have the audacity to create
They act like sheep, move like sheep,
It's super offensive to us. And like that's
yap
like cultural
like
appropriation.
sheep.
Like people get mad when someone has like dreadlocks and they call that culture. I'm like, come on, it's just like a hairdo. Like it's okay. People like white people are allowed to have dreadlocks if they want dreadlocks. But like actually trying to claim our food, our desserts.
Just one question for you guys. Who the fuck do you think is making the hummus in Israel? Martha Stewart? No, it's the same fucking Arabic-speaking Jews that you kicked out in the 1950s. Yes, they also like hummus, and they like all the same shit you do. Because they are you. They're from your country. You kicked them all out, and now you're accusing them of stealing your culture. You want to talk about cultural genocide? Well,
Yeah, I don't understand this whole thing. You're literally hating another human being because of the religion they practice. I guess we haven't moved from history. I guess we still, relive the cycle of just constantly hating people's religion for some fucking reason. I don't.
here it is.
Okay.
You racist piece of shit.
Those motherfuckers trying to take hummus and say it's Israeli is the most insane thing to me.
Hey, scumbag, here's a hummus place we used to eat at. The chef is from Yemen. Here's another dude from Syria. Does this dude look like a white colonizer to you? Would you like to tell him he's stealing your culture? Well, this is what most Israelis look like.
Dude, the fact that they have
Yeah, that too. Like, motherfucker, you live in California, the most multicultural place with a lot of these types of like. You can't reason with these people. They're unreasonable. They are sheep, and they will just keep spouting the propaganda.
The audacity to create sub-run.
This is casual bigotry being passed around like a leftist talking point. It's exactly what people
Bigotry? No, at this point, they're just spewing propaganda.
saying that anti-Semitism
Right. I mean, Twitch loves propaganda, right?
is coming mostly from the left. And yes, I know this dipshit is also Jewish. Incredible. He picked up so many tokens, he actually
Wait, this guy's Jewish? Oh my god. He's got so many cards he can play now.
actually became one. And by the way, everybody on this panel is looking pretty fucking white themselves. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah. It's like, do you guys even look at yourselves in the mirror? No? Okay.
keep this in mind. It's really not a stretch to say that the Lud Sabra bracket is a
Gotcha.
dog whistle for Israelis or Jews.
The next
All right.
person is one of my favorite people, Ethan Klein.
I told you guys to clap.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one. That's good. All right, turn that up. Turn the
We all know where this is going.
You guys are missing a category for Zionist. That was a joke. That was just a joke in my.
Stand up, stand up, stand up.
That's not really a joke when you actually believe that kind of shit. It's like,
She apparently consulted with the head of the KKK, and he told her more subtle. So if it wasn't obvious enough, they pulled me, one of the best-known Jewish.
I mean, like I
and,
said,
immediately put me in.
right, in America, unfortunately, we have to allow these people to act like fucking retards. Just like the KKK did, even though we called them retards.
And Sabra. Hasan, by the way, who's Turkish, not Arab, is Arab. That's the good one. That's the good one. The Arab ethnicity is S tier. Then Denham's jokes that we don't have a category low enough for Zionists. Once again, calling out my Jewish identity.
Where's the? You guys are missing a category for Zionist.
And if it isn't about being Jewish, why would they put Ben Shapiro in the thumbnail, one of the other most prominent Jews on YouTube, in the category next to me, when he's not even featured in the game? Who's next down there? Anne Frank? Einstein? Seth Rogen? Schindler? Well, he wasn't Jewish, but they would put him down there, let's be real.
It also doesn't help the case that both my wife and Ben Shapiro's wife were born in Israel, which would make them Sabras. So love Sabra, literally in this case, means Jew lover. That sounds pretty racist. And what about the title? How Arab are these Twitch streamers? Hold on a minute. I thought this was about hummus. You know, I'm tired of these
It is
people
about
gaslighting me.
hummus.
Haven't the Jews been gassed enough? So you're telling me you understand what a microaggression is, but you can't understand why a Jewish man might be uncomfortable with this.
I
feel
mean,
like
they're
this is
right. These
indefensible,
guys are
blatant,
walking
obvious
contradiction.
anti-Semitism, and this was greenlit by Twitch to appear on their main stage.
I mean,
How is that even possible?
if you really
Right in
think
front of
about
the
it, that's
sponsors,
all
too.
everybody
Chevron,
is, a
Capcom,
walking
and Samsung.
contradiction.
This racial series was brought to you by our sponsors, Chevron, Capcom, and Samsung. This is an example of Twitch management elevating a racist nobody like Frogan at the detriment of their own company's well-being. Why?
After the predictable controversy this caused, Dan Clancy, the CEO, went live for the first
You
time
forgot. Humans like to cheat, lie, and steal, right? Who was that one person that fucking? It was like one of the ex-CIA people or ex-FBI people.
2 weeks and did an FAQ.
It's exciting to be here. Mary, thanks for having me. It's
Oh no. Wait, is this the one with? No, this isn't the one, right?
And we have a lot to talk about. And looking forward to questions.
Let's take a look at some of the questions they got. This person asked, do you plan on addressing the anti-Semitism?
Oh, okay. So this is after. Yeah, they did a Twitch panel after. I don't. This isn't the VTuber one.
Problem? Dan's response? Permanent ban. Why?
Why do you not ban streamers that show terror propaganda on your website? It's explicitly not allowed in TOS. But if you're not big enough, you let them get away with it.
Go terrorist propaganda on your website. Good question.
I like how Dan is just banning people who are just ask anything about the ADL or anti-Semitism. Nice, Dan. Nice way to be a fucking nice censorship there, buddy.
Anti-Semitism on Twitch.
Good job, Twitch.
Why the fuck is the CEO banning people for asking reasonable questions about a relevant controversy they've been in? What the fuck is this? These are not even written like in a...
I mean, because he has to, right? He doesn't want to get caught up in legal fucking liability bullshit.
mean way. You are banned.
Because dude, you already have politicians eyeing Twitch, right? You are you already have like Elon Musk eyeing Twitch too.
Just like the entire country of Israel. It had just been discovered around the same time as this Arab tier.
Like ever since the ADL and the one senator came out about the stuff, and then Hasan, right, showing off the gun to the one, right, basically antagonizing the one senator with the Shinzo Abe firearm. It's like, dude, yeah, I mean, you get what you deserve, right?
Fearless.
You
that
reap
Twitch
what
had
you sow.
secretly, without announcing it anywhere, banned the entire country of Israel from creating new accounts.
Yeah. I think I have that actual. Do I have it? I believe I do. I have the fucking. Let me see if I can bring it up. Oh yeah, here it is. I did. Hey Dan, are you gonna fix this? Did you fix it already? Yeah, this happened. You also got community noted, because you were lying. You lying fucks. Hey Twitch, why do you keep lying? Huh? Why are you such a black company? Huh? Why are you a black company?
Accounts. This was enacted right after October 7th, and it continued on for a year. And if you're wondering how you didn't hear about it before, it's not because the Israelis weren't talking. Here's the top Israeli streamer's video about it.
Which is entitled, Twitch does not want Jews on their platform.
Oh yeah, Force. Yeah. Yeah, Force was the one that first brought this to light, right? Because he was wondering what the hell was going on. Because he tried making accounts, if I remember correctly.
He explains that they slowly started to realize no accounts could be made, and him and his fellow Israeli streamers were causing a lot of noise to get noticed. But Twitch completely ignored them for 5 months. When he created a support ticket with Twitch, it was straight up deleted with zero explanation. Around the end of the year, when people started talking about anti-Semitism on Twitch, Dan Saltman discovered the Israel ban when he was sent the code proving the block happened, presumably from someone who works at Twitch, and it could no longer be ignored. Israeli and American media started to pick up the story, which finally forced Twitch.
Yeah, I don't know who Dan Saltman is, and how is he getting all this information? Does he have like someone on the inside of Twitch feeding him information? Like what is going on?
To respond. He also explains the block started on October 13th, which happens to be Global Jihad Day, when Islamic terrorists call on others globally to act, which he thinks is an odd coincidence. They were never notified.
Oh yeah, Dan Saltman. Yeah, I forgot. He's like Destiny's like. He did podcasts with Destiny and stuff. I think he still works Destiny.
Anyway,
probably not any. Well, with Destiny caught up in some revenge porno shit. I don't know if they're gonna be working together anytime soon.
Greatly affected their business. He says he doesn't feel safe with Dan Clancy in power, as he feels he can no longer trust him.
When Israelis try to sign up, it gives you a generic error message. It doesn't say anything to suggest that you're ineligible because you're in Israel. So when one of these guys wrote to Twitch customer service, this is what they said. I am really sorry that you are having issues creating an account.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that were talking about this when it came out. Yeah, there was a lot of streamers actually talking about it.
Unfortunately, you are not eligible to create a Twitch account. As a result, we will be closing your case at this time.
Under the new increased scrutiny, Dan Clancy panicked and posted 2 terrible explanations on Twitter that were immediately community noted.
How can Twitch say...
Clancy, why, bro? Why you lying? Why the fuck you lying? Why the fuck you lying? Oh my god. Why the fuck you lying? Dan, stop shooting yourself in the foot. It's not good, dude. Soon enough, you're not gonna have any feet.
That were immediately community noted. How can Twitch say on one hand that they've reviewed the case thoroughly, and then on the other hand say it was an accident and they didn't know? This is all very fishy.
Oh, it's an accident. You lying fucks. You know exactly what you're fucking doing. I'm fucking lying.
A big media company like Twitch doesn't realize that they're...
I hate disingenuous and like the whole intellectual dishonesty shit. I fucking hate it. Like I really want to fuck people up when they do that shit. It's so fucking annoying.
Flatlined. You're telling me that you guys didn't notice that? That's impossible. Then at the same time,
like to actually do that in someone's face like that, it's like, dude, really?
Sneeko, Fresh and Fit, and the little Houthi twink terrorists were all unbanned, and they could stream again on Twitch. This is like the holy trinity of anti-Semitism.
That's why I hate Hasan, because he does that all the fucking time.
Welcome. I know we had gotten banned or whatever, or we got suspended, but I went ahead and appealed it, and we're back in the house, man. So for all the haters out there that were like, you know, oh yeah, they go banned on Twitch. Hey, be mad, guys, because we are back in the house. They can't stop us.
Yeah, he got banned again.
They did stop that an hour
Yeah,
later.
they
All three of
did.
the accounts were eventually
Yeah, they all got banned again. And talking shit again, and then they all got banned again. You fucking dumbasses. I mean, that's what happens when you spout anti-Semitic shit on the fucking platform when they clearly say don't do it. Yeah, I never understood that too. They banned these guys, but not Hasan. That's some weird, kind of weird. I mean, if you're gonna do that shit, you should at least allow these two to stay on. I don't care about this fucking dumbass. He's not even a part of our country.
eventually rebanned. But the decision to unban those three creators at that exact time, and being three of the best known anti-Semites on the internet, seems to clearly be trying to send a message. And then it was discovered that Twitch's head of policy and
Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah. Yeah, she did. Yeah, this one's weird.
community guidelines was previously fired from her job publicly by the British government. Why? She does not like the Jews. That's right, their head of
Yeah. This one, you can actually find these articles too. Fadzia Madzingira. They also have another person who's in a high position, who's also
Trust
kind
and
of
Safety
like
was
this
previously
person.
suspended from her job at Ofcom for being too anti-Zionist. And guess
Yeah.
where her very next job was at? That's right, Twitch
Twitch.
TV. Apparently
Yeah.
she was posting pro-Hamas tweets only
Trust and Safety. So I think they're on like the moderation team a bit. I think that's the moderation team. Trust and Safety.
days after October 7th happened. That's so interesting. It sounds just like someone else we know. It's almost like supporting
Leftists preach and foment outcomes suspend. Not that the thought of a revolution happening in America. As soon as it happens in the Middle East, Ofcom suspends anti-Israel direct.
terrorists is institutional. Hell, it might even be a prerequisite. Take a look at this tweet from Twitch's senior manager
Oh yeah,
of
this
inclusive
one,
marketing, Bridget.
Yeah, this other person too, Bridget. Yeah, this is another person who works within Twitch, who's also kind of sus. Very sus.
Chermating on October 12th. People are posting screenshots of them donating to Israel relief funds. Shake my head, y'all are truly rooting.
Rooting for the oppressor, nice. So we now know that Twitch is Twitch has some people who are very strong opinionated about Israel. And looks like they're pretty racist to Jews. Okay. Even though they didn't do anything to you, but okay.
Rooting for the oppressor. Read a damn book. This tweet was made only 5 days after the October 7th massacre. The donations she's criticizing would go to families like this, if they were still alive. This entire family was murdered in cold blood by Hamas terrorists on October 7th. Bridget, who did these little girls oppress? How can you act so high and mighty for your cause?
Oh no, the nose rings. Uh-oh, it's over. It's over.
So callous the innocence on the other side. This
Oh,
statement was
man.
made by the senior manager for inclusive marketing. Is that some kind of joke? Is this what inclusion looks like at Twitch? Is it really crazy at this point, after all this, to say that Twitch has an anti-Semitism problem? I think it would be harder at this point to argue the opposite. Oh, Bridget, one more thing. Sorry, I forgot. Can you tell me the answer to this riddle? What's the difference between a Boy Scout and a Jewish kid? I'm standing by. Let us know. And yes, it's true. I should point out this tweet is from 2011. This
Yeah.
one, however, is from 22. Sarah Silverman.
I mean, regardless. This was the energy I was around when I worked with 2 Jewish women in Social Impact, who were both senior to me. Kanye threatened the Jews yesterday on Twitter, and it's not even trending. Why do mostly only Jews speak up against Jewish hate? Silence is so loud. I think because there was a lot of people criticizing Christianity and a lot of religions at that time too. So it's like you just got a lot of hateful people. Right.
And tweeted out, Kanye threatened the Jews yesterday on Twitter, and it's not even
Right. I mean, look, I'm not very religious, but I mean, I can understand the values that some of these religions give people. But yeah, other than that, I don't really care for them because a lot of them have a dark history. So that's why I don't really care for them that much.
Trending. Why do mostly only Jews speak up against Jewish hate? The science is so loud. Bridget said, this was the energy
Yeah,
I
and
was
that
around
dark
when I
history keeps rearing its head. Yeah, I don't know why. It's very strange.
work with 2 Jewish women in social impact who are both senior to me. She's trying to make Sarah Silverman seem like some kind of Jewish Karen for caring about anti-Semitism. I wouldn't really care about any of this if she wasn't the head of fucking diversity at Twitch. What the
Yeah.
fuck is happening here? This is insane. So with
Yeah,
people
it's
her
like
deciding what is and
basically the trust and safety team is a DEI team. It looks like, right? It has those 2 people in there. It probably has more who probably love DEI.
isn't okay on Twitch. There's no
Yeah, at this
surprise that
point, it's starting to look like Twitch is obviously an activist company now. I mean, I hate to say it, but the fact that some of these guys are doing what they're doing, like, yeah, you guys are not a neutral company anymore. You guys are playing favoritism.
with these extraordinarily uneven enforcements of the rules. Take,
Yeah.
for example, this clip of the streamer Destiny, who was permanently banned for what he said here.
That community is never worth engaging with. There's just no point in doing it. Like, it's too, the risk of me, like, ending up getting, like, permabanned and my life destroyed because of these, like, inbred fucking disgusting losers is, like, it's just not worth it. It's just totally not worth it.
And okay, you know, fair enough. If you're going to be consistent with the enforcement, then, you know, let's have a friendly place, a safe environment. It's calling a minority group inbred, which results in a permanent ban.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, has anyone else...
The Jewish KKK brigades out there, just a bunch of
No, don't bring up Hasan, please. He didn't say inbred a bunch of times.
fucking inbred hicks. Imagine the most inbred white supremacist guy you can imagine, okay? Every week there was another fucking
Yeah,
psychopath
the fact that the rules are not
These
like
inbred
enforced
fucking douchebags
correctly,
in the
it's
background,
yeah,
dude.
that's
a
real
nation
bad.
entirely comprised of messianic, inbred,
Yeah, it's just
ultra-orthodox
favoritism at this
psychopaths.
point
If these
for Twitch.
Inbred don't understand, educated, inbred,
Right, Twitch is
fundamentalist hicks
literally a
calling us in the middle
fascist
of campus,
company now.
calling us inbred, that we have no culture.
Well, then again, they live in
One of them grabbed my
California,
friend's
so
Israeli flag in the
they're
middle of campus,
commies,
carried it to a
right?
mob by the gate that were communicating with the angry mobs outside of campus. Untrained, inbred asses shipped into southern Lebanon, telling us that we are all
Sorry,
inbred and we
Twitch,
have no
you're not gonna beat the allegations.
You want to see clips?
Inbred.
Clips, and that's not necessarily the algorithm.
Hasan, a non-Jewish person, is referring to Jews as inbred consistently throughout his career.
Inbred,
Yep.
ultra-orthodox psychopaths.
Zero punishment. Hasan interviewing a Houthi pirate.
The Houthis, Ansar Allah, is doing what Luffy would do. You should tell him that.
Zero punishment. Hasan watching...
I mean, you can't really punish him for the whole interview with the. I don't even know who that guy is, so I mean, all we know is he said some fucking shit on the internet. That's some pretty fucked up shit, and he's been caught in videos doing some pretty fucked up shit. So we can, I guess, confirm that he's done some fucked up shit. So.
terrorist propaganda with zero critical commentary.
They do they do musicals. They're very musical people. Are you being serious?
Zero punishment. Hasan threatening a sitting congressperson. This one actually blew my
Oh
mind.
yeah, he actually brought it up. Yes, the fact that he didn't get banned for this one is like, dude, don't ever do this. Don't be a Hasan. Don't be a fucking retarded, dude. If I did this, I would probably be fucking banned. If I literally tweeted this out to fucking like Dan or any other politician, dude, my ass would be grass.
He tweeted that. I said, he's done after this for sure. For sure he is. For those that may not recognize this weapon, I'll explain. Shinzo Abe is a former Japanese prime minister. He served
Oh,
from
he does
2012
explain
to
it, yeah,
2020.
Shinzo
He was
Abe.
assassinated in July of 22 in a stunning fashion that left the Japanese
Shinzo
public horrified.
Abe,
He was killed with a
no.
makeshift weapon that the shooter had built himself at home. So when Hasan saw this tweet that he didn't like, he posted the schematics. and
Yeah,
what can
to
only be
Tom
presumed
Cotton.
as an
Even
invitation
though
to
Tom
someone in his fan
Cotton's
base to build
kind
this
of
weapon and
stupid
then
too
assassinate
sometimes,
this
but
sitting
you know,
congressperson.
it's
Who wrote
neither
a tweet we do
here
not
nor
like.
there.
I genuinely do not know how he didn't land himself in prison for making terroristic threats. Zero punishment.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Fucking red capitalist bloods. And this isn't just a Hasan problem. It
Well,
underscores
then
the
again, it's
disturbing
on the
trend of
internet.
leftists on Twitter. The
I don't
problem
think
is,
politicians
people
are going to
frequently
go
making
that
death
crazy
threats
on
and
just
facing zero
retarded
consequence. I know it sounds
citizens.
far-fetched, but I assure you, it's very real.
Listen, I'll up the number, okay? 30K to anyone who'll make this
This was to Grums.
shit disappear.
Bro, that Destiny guy needs to get
Not gonna fucking lie.
It would just be so easy to just. It was so.
Yeah,
to
a
solve
lot
all
of
our
these guys.
problems. Like we would have socialism now.
A lot of these people did
right?
get
We would have
banned,
socialism at this point.
but
If
they're
somebody
probably
was
still
out the
back
way
on the
and-
platform saying the same shit.
It would be so easy.
Thing that happens, I mean, like, holy shit.
Oh,
guys.
yeah,
If you
this
live in
guy
Florida,
too,
I have an
yeah.
opportunity for you. If you want to earn $100,000, let me know.
Actually, Mike from PA, the dude that's stuck in the before image of a transformation story, did receive a 3-day ban.
This man put a bounty on a fellow streamer's head. This man should not be getting a 3-day suspension. He should be getting a knock on his door from the FBI.
I made this video for 2 reasons. First, to stop Hasan infiltrating mainstream media. Hasan has been welcomed by many mainstream
What?
outlets. They view him as a friendly social democrat, as someone who's just trying to spread progressive politics online to an important demographic. But we know that's not true. He is not their friend or
Well,
their
I
ally.
mean,
if you ever see
literally half of these guys don't even watch his streams. Right? They just catch clips of him saying certain things that help the Democratic Party. Right?
Hasan rubbing shoulders with anyone from mainstream media, let them know politely, with all the civility in the world, what kind of person he is when he thinks mainstream media isn't watching. Help them understand that his name should be associated with people like Nick Fuentes and Alex Jones, other fringe, radical,
I mean, just look at him. He paints his
Twitch
fingernails.
must be held accountable. Twitch has proven that it will not change by choice, and so it is our moral imperative to enact that
Like
change
his,
through any reasonable means.
literally, Hassan's job is to be a nonconformist. Literally. He's like, I hate to bring up like South Park fucking analogies, but you know the fucking goth kids? Yeah, he's like one of those fucking kids, dude. Talking about nonconformity and shit.
Samsung, Chevron, and Capcom. Twitch has given them a lasting association with a racial tier list with Arabs at the top and Jews at the bottom. These brands have every right to know, and they should. We all
Yeah.
recall YouTube's adpocalypse. It happened when ads were...
Yeah, the fact that that's the other thing too. You literally have other VTubers, streamers, where their fans get all bothered, right? Their fucking panties in a knot when they get promotional deals from these types of companies, right? Like, God, come on, guys. Remember the whole McDonald's thing that people were fucking spurging out about on the fucking platform?
We're running over
Jesus.
ISIS recruitment.
Yeah, a lot of these
videos,
people
and it
need
caused a
to
brand exodus.
fucking
The same thing is happening
go
now on Twitch, but
outside
instead
and
of
shut
ISIS,
the
it's
fuck
Houthi,
up.
Hamas, and Hezbollah. Dan Clancy's
Jesus.
refusal to moderate extremists is the only reason for any of this. He is the sole person to blame. He had so many opportunities to stop this. Ultimately, after dedicating months of my life to creating this video, I am left with one overwhelming conclusion. Fuck this dude.
Fuck this dude. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you tried to entertain the thought of trying to make him your friend. I mean, you did work together for, so I guess that's why. Yeah, I mean, like, look, I hate to say it, but honestly, right, Hasan is obviously a propagandist, a nonconformist, and just loves pushing, right, the terrorist narrative. And he's doing it on Twitch. Right? So there you go. Not much you can do, right? Well, I mean, Dan could do something, but he's not gonna do it, right? Oh, yeah, there's new people watching the video and watching. As usual. I mean, there's obviously some comments in here that don't like, right, Ethan, but, you know, that's probably because of, his, statements in the past. Lugwith for 10K while begging for rent money is crazy. Yeah, that was funny. Rogan Girl's rancid. She is Jabba the Hutt incarnate. You shouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole, that's for sure. You should stay. She is a biohazard. You should run. You should definitely run. I can't believe Ethan made this video while there's a fire going on in my fireplace. Yeah, oh yeah, we already read this one. Video Ethan. But the music video is the most ridiculous justification I've ever heard. Straight up gaslit the guy by telling him being musical and being terrorist are mutually exclusive and cannot possibly fall under the same umbrella. Oh no! Bro, they look like they're chilling. This was somehow the most shocking part to me. Baby sellers, so crazy. Why am I being held accountable? Needs to be a sound bite. ASAP. Yeah, there you have it. We went through the whole video. I did kind of speed it up a bit because I was like, yeah, no, we're gonna speed it up because I mean, I already made like a whole fucking list of all the shit he said. I just left out a lot of the other shit because I just didn't care about the rest. I mean, it's already shit I already know. But yeah, there you go.